You sound so sure.
What?
I love that
Oh
confidence.
my goodness.
Oh,
we're live. I was just making sure that OBS didn't decide to crash on me, but yes, we are live and back after what feels like a long time ago.
But, 6 weeks approximately.
Yeah,
It's
been a while.
Because you looked at me.
But yeah, we are glad to be back after a couple of weeks of important audio related vocal healing rest, whatever you call it, and classes and the like. But yes, we are back in business after all the hiatus, and I have planned so much. I feel a little bit more confident as to what goes on the next campaign. But as you can see, we now have a couple of things changed around here. We got captions for everyone in the stream. Look how pretty this, the captions are. Look at them caption. Look at them.
broadcasting
Beautiful.
right straight to you in
Oh
real
my
life.
goodness.
Yes, it's very nice. Yeah.
Fancy.
Look at us, all for the low price of free.
Yes, because we're
And
about
time.
yeah, and we're being fucking accessible. So yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, we'll just go around
To a point.
Yeah, to a point. For as accessible as visual media can go. But we'll just quickly go around the table. Everybody introduce yourselves and your characters, if you'd be so kind. And I'll just go in last, starting from the bottom. We have Max.
Hi. My name is Max. And I play Commander CC. He's a clone commander. He's pretty cool. I like him.
Yeah, he's a nice boy. And next
I
up,
wouldn't say that. Maybe not nice, but he's
he is certainly of
good at his job.
Tolerable.
yeah.
I was gonna say he's passable.
Yeah, as clone commanders tend to go. Next up, we have Chase.
Oh, that's me. Oh, hello, Twitchverse. It's me, your boy, Chase. I'm back. God, I play RC, and boy, I've missed my tall, stocky son. And the one thing I miss more than my tall, stocky son is the wonderful friends I get to play this nerdy game with.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, that's almost too wholesome for the beginning, but no, yeah, we.
Oh, all right, then fuck you
Yeah.
guys.
Wow.
Hey, no,
thanks,
please, we need the wholesome more than ever right now.
I joke. You guys are great.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
All right, next up we have Jinkles.
Hello, my name is Jinkles. I play the lovely Shir'iven, and I have been waiting for this day!
Jesus, I hope I don't disappoint. Fucking
Clawing at the screen.
Yeah. Next up we have Tatianna.
Yo, Tatianna here. I play angsty boy, but trying to be good boy Raziel. And like Jinkles said, I've also been waiting for this day. Give it to me. Give it to me now.
Give
Make
it.
it weird, eh?
Give it. Give it. All right. And next up, of the last of the players, we have Christian.
Oh,
Hello, hi. My name is Christian. I also go by Kappa in the RPG space. It doesn't really matter to me. I respond to both. I play Sassman, Crassman, Soren.
Sassman, Crassman, and
Yep,
maybe a little bit
Soren.
of Assman.
Oh, a little bit. Just we'll see. Maybe I don't know what the rating is on this show, but you know,
I have it so it's not for kids. That's the important part.
Yeah, the newest addition to the party. Hopefully, we'll get to learn a little bit more about Soren together in this
Yes, and for myself, I am Kevin, your ever so gracious dungeon master, and I, almost killer of characters, as like a few sessions ago, we almost had a death from a disintegrate, but it's fine. We're all here. Everyone's breathing and happy. But yeah, now we will actually start off with a much needed recap. So if everybody could mute themselves, please, as I
Rise
pull
for the
that up.
national anthem.
Let me pull it up. Boop, 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 boop.
What ho! More catastrophe for our heroes? After defeating the Kyber Crystal-empowered Silas, an argument breaks out among Padawans Raziel and Alo. Amidst this conflict, however, Dr. Zomo, the Barbo scientist responsible for Silas's mutation, attempts to escape. However, despite Raziel's best attempts to capture the reptilian rogue, Zomo successfully flees from the fray. Following a return to Coruscant, the party reconvenes with the Jedi Council and decide it would be in best interest for Alo and Silas to seek refuge on a distant planet, away from the horrors of war. As we join our heroes back on Coruscant, one can only wonder what the future has in store for our ragtag group of heroes. Only time and the Force will tell.
Yes, we find ourselves just moments after Aloe has made her departure with Lotus on their cruiser getting out. The party decides a much-needed rest is in order. As they go for some Yuletide drinking amongst the city crowd. Let me just get some nice chill music going on in the background. Oh. Right. So, we find ourselves there in one of the local cantinas, or sort of like a late dine-in sort of situation. They're getting comfortable sharing drinks and the good times they've had with Aloe and the such, and yeah, in the midst of all that, Soren, you receive your communication, how like your comms personally work. It's on a much older style where it's more, rather than an audio visual cue, it's more of a subtle feeling in the back of your spine. It's sort of like built into you. And you receive a desire for a transmission.
Oh, okay. Well, I will quietly recuse myself from the table, not necessarily drawing any attention or letting anyone know, just casually getting up and finding the closest empty room.
Yeah, the restaurant, it sort of has a booth-like layout where, and you guys, like, it's fairly late into the evening. Yeah, you guys are, it like sort of like you guys managed to find your own booth, the five of you, yes. And yeah, that's when you receive this call. I'll say there's easily a booth that you can find that's like enough offshoot if you want to like have a full-on private space, or are you looking to you'll settle for something that has like, minimal people nearby?
Sure, yeah, minimal people. I'm not really trying to draw any attention with my conspicuousness.
Alright. I'm just gonna mute myself in case I say something out for the party, but yeah, yeah, I'll just drop it in here. Let's see.
Ooh. There's secret messages. I'm not sure what's happening.
I'll just say it for the audience, as the players can't hear currently.
I'm confused.
Yeah, the party like can only really see you guys. Just note that Soren has walked off to go into his own little corner, if you will. And yeah, you're responding to this like Soren. It's more like typing out. Yeah, it's just like a very like sort of like one of those pop-up keyboards you have. Like that's how your comms will operate.
Yes. And I will be responding to it, voice to text. You know, so if anyone was listening, this is what they would hear. Magito was unfruitful, unable to understand what they're doing over there, but I believe there's a new, more lucrative opportunity, I've hitched a ride with some more, say, altruistic fellows than we had originally planned to research.
Is that me? What?
No, they are not separatist, and I believe their ties to the Republic are not so strong as you'd expect, but they are aligned with the Republic, though, like I said, not so strongly.
Hmm.
I'm just
Well,
gonna
then we'll
add
have
in
to
some-
make them. I'm here, right? Just double checking.
Yeah, no, you're. This is kind of like on my own. You're not really like.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
If
you
you
can.
were
I'm
listen-
dumb.
Mm.
I'm dumb. Sorry. My.
No, it's
You're
okay.
good.
I'm adding in sound effects.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
Have been sending me.
Because I don't know who you're speaking to. I'm just like. Is he
No.
Yeah,
speaking
it's a very, you can sort of gather, like, yeah, I'll say, like, yeah, everyone saw him, and I'll say with Cece, because of his super high perception, you can see him just sort of, like, very, like, faintly hear some of this stuff. I'll say, like, yeah, out of everyone, you can more clearly tell what he is, like, talking about, and like, are you, like, trying to, like, are you looking at them, like, while you're saying all this, Soren, or is it more, like, just you're trying to keep it more to yourself and just, like, you know, keep eye contact within your, on your comms?
No, I'm looking at. Honestly, I'm looking at the booth over. There seems to be some little biddies over there.
Alright. Well, sending one final message. But yeah, that is the final message you received as the transmission ceases.
Likewise, I look forward to the next one.
Right, and I assume you're gonna come back to the party and sit with them in their little situation?
I'd like to order some, the equivalent of space garlic fries before I come back.
Alright, yeah, we'll say that, we'll cut one of, like, the astromech droids sort of, like, rolls up to you, like, and, like, yeah, you can see, like, the selection they have, like, Womp Rat Tail, they've got a bunch of, like, various, like, fry-themed options from, like, various, like, vegetation from different worlds that you aren't as familiar with, but you know that, like, there's, like, Ryloth sticks, there's, I'm trying to think of other Star Wars names for fries.
These are fried Felucian tubers. They season them with something from from over another part of the galaxy.
Yeah,
they're delicious.
Yeah, they use a Kessel spice for for the fries.
There we go.
But yeah, and they'll say it'll cost you like about 10 credits. As
10
like
credits.
Yeah, and yeah, with that
Deal.
you guys are sort of like in a short moment's notice, another astromech droid comes from the kitchen and like presents like a big tray of food and drink for the table to partake in.
I'm gonna stick to water for right now.
Yeah, you would have like brought over like water as well. Yeah, it's.
And
Yeah, I'm not really that hungry right now.
Okay.
I'm more so just kind of like I'm focused on like what's next exactly. Like there are emotions going through my mind. Like I do trust Elo that that she's going to be safe, but there is some sort of worry in the back of my head. Like I'm kind of like lost in thought almost.
Okay, so it's more of like not like a 1,000-yard stare, but it's more of just like you're like someone can visibly read that you like look kind of concerned about what transpired earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. And what are the rest of the people at the table doing? We'll go from the bottom of the call, starting with Raz.
I mean, if food and drinks were brought, I mean, Raziel would take it, but he'd be just kind of, like, you know when you're, like, just kind of poking your food with a fork
Mhm.
because you've got other things on your mind?
Right.
That's kind of what he's doing right now.
Mm-hmm. And CC,
Yes, me.
what you got going on? You just been eyeing Soren and all after the conversation still, or what's
Yeah,
on
no,
your mind?
I stopped.
Mhm.
What food's here again? Remind me.
Yeah, it's Felucian tubes. They're like basically the equivalent of French fries, or like with like a certain seasoning on them.
I'm gonna have one of those.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll say it's very strong. It's definitely something like it has like a strong spiciness to it. Like you feel compelled to like take a sip if you know, just like to maintain it because it feels like a very strong, food compared to like the normal rations that you're used to back in the barracks and all that.
I see.
Mm-hmm. And RC, are you eating as well? Or you still like have your helmet on, or what's going on
Oh
with you?
yeah, he has the helmet on, but he's very just sort of like the same mood as sort of like Shir'iven, which is sort of like he's contemplative and just sort of like I know the helmet's not exactly the best mood reader, but just sort of like he's just sort of like looking back at the food and back at like his little glass of water and just sort of like sits there just sort of like staring at it, just pondering, thinking about something.
Interesting. But yeah, and Soren, you're just like reuniting with them and like gobbling up with them, but yeah, you.
Yes,
Mhm.
this is after we've said goodbye to Aloe, correct?
Yeah, this is like I'll say it's probably like about 45 minutes to an hour after Aloe's departure, and you guys basically. Yeah, like the place is pretty. It's not empty per se. Like are some like booths around that have like couples nearby. You see some like single people at the bar, like having some chowa juice and scooches and all that. But yeah, it feels for the most part you guys like have a pretty like there's not too many people within earshot, and it's yeah. But yeah, like while the place is somewhat lively, you're just reading that the rest of the party members feel a little bit low, or at least
Yes.
yeah.
Then in that case, I would be asking, if stories of what Aloe was like. I've only, spent maybe an hour, maybe two with Aloe. So trying to get a feel for what sort of role she played in the team.
Wait, did you actually ask that?
That's what I would be asking, and just listening to the conversation.
Shir'iven would kind of like look at him once and just more so morale.
If
Morale.
only CC could actually say what's on his mind.
I mean, you can.
No, he can't.
You're all a somber bunch.
It's
Aloe really meant that much to you.
she pretty much got us all together.
It's respectable, admirable, even.
Good kid. RC speaks up.
She was a bit wild and rambunctious, but her heart seemed to be in the right place.
She was quite unorthodox.
Well, that's wonderful. I gathered that from her actions back on Magito. Went straight for it was maybe a 40 to 60 foot drop, and she scaled that wall to come save me in the office. That's no normal person does that. Not to say I'm not grateful.
She's a very talented individual for sure. I know that we could trust her, but I can't help but worry for her.
Kid wears her heart on her sleeve. Sometimes it works out for her, but at times it puts her in the middle of danger. But she manages to find a way out of it. I admire that.
Yeah, and as the night goes on, the hours are starting to come to a close. The transport arrives, and at first you guys are all brought over to the Jedi Temple, as that's where Raziel and Shir'iven have been staying recently. And in that moment, as everyone's like, as the spear is going to depart, you are held off at when Shir'iven, your communication starts to go off. But
Answer it.
all right.
Me?
Oh, she's answering her own communications.
Oh, sorry. Man, I'm out of it tonight. I really apologize.
It's all right, man.
It's
Don't
all
My
worry.
good.
brain is just like...
It's all
Okay, we're
good.
getting back into it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. And on the other end, it is your former master, your, let me pull up my actual notes. God,
Your best friend.
yeah. People.
My dad?
Sir, who shall
Daddy!
Don't say this.
Cat dad, cat dad, cat dad, cat dad!
Yes, it is.
Papa!
Yeah. It is.
Father, can you hear me?
I think you mean Purpaw.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Where is?
I could have
Yeah.
sworn
I got it. I got it. His name, Yak2, the Black Third Cathar, holding his yellow saber on the eye, as like in a, similar as you would a cane. He goes, "Ah, my apprentice, my old friend. It has been far too long. I'm glad. I've heard you finally returned to Coruscant. Is that correct?"
Yes, master. It is good to see you again.
Good. And I see you have brought some new friends as well. And as he is sort of noting off to Soren, and like mainly noticing you, and then like scans the group again and goes, "What happened to the little one?"
She had quite an important mission. Or to protect a friend of hers that we managed to save from the Senate.
I see. But she is alive and well for the moment, yes?
We just saw her off a couple hours ago.
I understand. I'm sure the Force will protect her, and whatever she may come across will do no harm to her. But I have news from the Council in regards to your latest report. As unfortunately, as he turns to Raziel, the Zabrak boy known as Raziel is unfortunately far too old to be allowed into the Order properly. However, there is a bright side. Should your new friend wish to partake in as well, they, at the barracks back in the Grand Army of the Republic Station, they are taking on new recruits. Perhaps Raziel and this new friend, if he so wishes, could be signed on as proper agents of the Republic, and they can continue to assist you on the front line.
I look to Raziel and Soren. Does that sound interesting to you both?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Throw me in, put me in, coach.
I suppose so.
And Yatu continues, "Fantastic. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot the most important news. I received word from the Jedi Council that, for the time being, they would wish to reinstate you back into the Order and grant you the rank of general.
What?
Huh?
Oh, congratulations.
Yes. Thank you, Master.
But just know this, my old apprentice. The first assignment will be a test of your leadership abilities. Lives may be lost. These clones, though in great number, they should be treated as much as you would someone like me, with respect, and as their lives have value as well, in defending this great union.
Of course, Master. Nothing but respect for them.
Good. Well, for your friends, I would advise they reach the barracks tomorrow morning. Bright and early they should be taking applicants, and I'm sure you'll guide them through the necessary forms and formalities to get them properly instated. I wish you good luck, and be sure to pick a wise clone to fight along your side as your liaison. I know several other council members have picked theirs as well, but you still have quite a lot of options. And hopefully you find one that is to your liking.
I kind of shoot a glance over at Cece. I have just someone in mind.
Good. I will leave you to consider it, my old friend. May the Force be with you. As he bows his head, like holding the saber staff on one side, and then the transmission ceases.
There is a bit of a smile on Shir'iven's face at that point as she brings her communicator close to her. Well, that, bit of a shock for tonight, isn't it?
General, huh?
Good news. Now, how do we celebrate here?
I guess we could consider just that dinner for the celebration for now, because it seems that we're going to have an assignment pretty soon.
Respectfully, that's a little boring.
Boring is... boring to you is relaxing to me.
This is true. It is your celebration, so I will go with whatever.
I'll make it up to you at a later time. For now, we should focus on getting back so you two could wake up early.
And in that moment, Cece, do you have any, response to, getting the casual eye from Jinkles at the mention of a liaison?
No.
Alright.
Okay.
But yeah, in that moment, I'll say your comms go off. And yeah, your little a hollow communication, and it looks like it's actually coming from Camino.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna answer that shit.
Right. And you ring it up, the hologram is in front for everyone to see, and this looks... You've seen some of, your own hardened clones and their decorations and all that, and how they seem like a pretty, toughly bunch, and even your captains have their own distinct features, but this looks to be a more high-ranking clone than even above your current station. It's sporting a double pauldron on both shoulders, a heavy blaster pistol holstered on the front chest, and across the... Yeah, has a heavy blaster pistol in the chest, sort of holstered in there. Two little vibro knives sticking under the pits as, one could like sort of go in there and like quickly throw them, and sporting phase 1 armor and actually has the rangefinder on the side. He addresses you. Commander Cece, this is Marshal Commander Comet.
Yes, sir.
I just received word that a new general has been appointed, and judging by your recent combative reports along with this fighting alongside this Jedi, I assume you are wanting your forces to be assigned under her order.
I mean, yes, sir. They know her quite well already.
Good, but unfortunately your assistance is needed back at home. We have a special project in the works, and some of the more unknown commanders are required for testing and strategizing for this latest project. Very top secret.
Understood, sir.
Good. Hopefully you can find yourself a nice liaison for the new general, and your forces will be kept quite well.
I will give him my recommendations, sir.
Of course. Good night, soldier. Carry on. And then that transmission ceases on his salute.
All right. Did everybody else hear this? Or
Yeah.
is it just me?
No.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right, cool.
Mhm.
I have to explain what just happened. That's not...
Can you just explain what just happened?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, Soren.
I don't like you.
I'm gonna like this guy.
I'm quite unfamiliar with the clone sort of military structure, but I'll figure it out. I think I got it based on context.
It sounds like you'll be departing soon. Am I
Indeed.
correct?
Yes. I shall give my recommendations to General Shir'iven as to who should be assisting her.
I appreciate it, Cece. Thank you.
Wait, so you don't get a say in any of this? You just are told where to go and you just go?
It's what I was made for.
Made for?
I mean, I may be a commander, but I'm not a martial commander. He outranked me.
It's sadly what clones were made for.
Yes. Besides, there's 3 other commanders of equal rank to me in this unit.
Well, I hope we are able to cross paths once again, Cece. I enjoyed our time together. And
I hope so too.
Yeah. Along with as the transmission ceased, CCU got the actual filing the file orders of what your prerogative is, you're supposed to go back to the barracks as soon as you can, or at your earliest convenience, and board that ship that would board that ship to back to Camino for the full detailed report.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kevin, do we make names for the other commanders? I don't remember.
We did. At least the one that we came up with. Let me just check the pins.
Forgot his name.
Uh,
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Let me see. Let me look up. Yes. Just looking up on the message chat. I'm pretty sure we settled on something from the name generator. I think it was something with a C.
Maybe. I don't remember. Oh, this is very professional here.
Let me see. Where is it? I could have. Okay, let me just check my notes. Maybe I wrote it in here.
This is driving me mad.
Commander Tharda.
Ah, yes, Tharda.
Yeah. Yeah, another female clone commander that you haven't worked with much, as you tend to keep to yourself and just your own captains and all of that. But yeah, she is. You know that she's good from like her combative reports and where she served on her front lines. But you also know that the captains you worked under are, they themselves have had more time with Shir'iven and her leadership. So it's up to you to make your recommendation, and I believe she has the final say in who to pick. But yeah,
she does. It's up to Shir'iven.
Yeah.
The only one who's off limits is me. Don't pick me. I gotta go.
All right. So just send me the. Can you send me the names again?
Yeah.
I have them.
Yeah. Let me.
But I'm gonna do something here. Hold on.
Okay.
General, I recommend Commander Tharda to be a clone liaison. She's very good, very effective. It's also within your power to put her in command of my unit with my captains and lieutenants, since you know them better. It's up to you.
I'll do everything I can. Thank you for the time that you spent with us, Cece.
Cece gives a salute.
Wherever the clone army will take you, I do hope that you're safe, and I hope to see you on the other side of this war.
Me too. We will probably cross paths at some point.
Better not be too torn up.
I'm still part of this unit, as far as I know.
Then you better not be too torn up by the next time I see you.
Cece nods. I don't know what to say.
She smiles. She's trying to make a joke.
Yeah. No, it's more like I don't know how Cece would react to a joke.
Is Cece getting no flustered or something?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe he's getting. I don't know. He doesn't do humor well.
But yeah.
Alright, Cece's gonna start leaving.
Yeah, the speeder there, like you got.
Oh, but RC wants to do like one thing.
Oh yeah, you can say something, RC, if you got something on your mind.
Before he heads off, just sort of like he heads over to, he goes over to CC and just with a quick,
Sir,
and just sort of does like a solemn head nod and raises a hand towards him, just sort of like.
even though our deployment with you was for quite a few days, I gotta say, it was a damn pride working alongside you, sir.
Indeed, you were quite effective in battle.
As are you.
Cece nods.
Do
He
you?
has a hand out.
Yeah.
You shake it.
Yeah, I'll shake it.
He returns it.
It's like the fucking Arnie handshaking predator where it's yeah,
Exactly.
fucking alpha as shit. But yeah, you guys shake off.
Son of a bitch.
Keep fighting the good fight, sir.
Right. And with that, it's been arranged, like, Soren, yeah, like, in the midst of, like, the ride over, you're told that, like, you're gonna have your own quarter station at the barracks, so you'll actually wake up there, and, you'll actually see CC to make his departure, and yeah, RC, you're going to the barracks as well, just because, clone, and they hang around there.
Yep.
And for the time being, Rez, you do... Yeah, there's no, like, objection to you staying at the temple with Shir'iven if you are still comfortable there, or you can sleep at the barracks. It's up to you.
Raz would probably go with Shir'iven, because...
Here's my son.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably the out of everyone in the group, he feels the most comfortable around her for the time being.
Nice. But yeah.
And like for before Cece heads off, like if he looks in Raz's direction, he's just gonna give him like a simple nod of understanding that good luck.
Stacy nods. He needs to go.
Yeah.
Raz doesn't say much more than that. He just gives him a nod and says good luck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And with that, the party splits up. Shir'iven and Raziel are sort of walk into the temple as like the speeder with RC, CC, and Soren just sort of goes off into the night Coruscant sky. And yeah, in that moment, you know, RC, you head to your quarters. You have your moment of, you know, alone time if you need to, or you could stay with CC to see CC be flown off if you wish.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right. And yeah, it's a lot of like, you know, small like clone squads, like as like this sort of, it's not a Venator, it's like what's the ship size down from that, or it's like just like one. Yeah, it's like a slightly smaller one. Like it, yeah, you can get the gist. So right, it's more of like we just need to get you from Coruscant to Camino as quickly as possible, kind of thing. So, and yeah, the ramp's down, and yeah, RC, CC, and Soren, you guys got a moment alone as you know your all your resources, CC, are being loaded up onto the ship.
What?
Like all the stuff from your office, like in any of like, you know, the stuff that was on your data pad or any of the personal things from your quarters on the base here is getting relocated onto the ship.
Neato.
Yeah. So if, you know, if RC and Soren have any, you know, any more final words for him before he's flown off, you have your time. Or you want to just
I think if Soren was able to catch Cece's eye before he'd left, he would just give him a nod and a very informal looking salute. He doesn't quite understand the salute, but he can mirror it, right?
Yeah, I'll say
that's neat.
I'll say make a general charisma check just to see how well you can match up to the salute.
Boy, first roll of the night, folks.
First roll of the night. Let's see. That's right.
Hey, that's
yeah,
a good one.
Yeah, you're not familiar.
Wow.
Yeah, you're not familiar with how like like this Grand Army's troops work and like all their formalities and all that jargon. But like oddly enough, like you sort of catch very quickly in all the clones you witness, like on the transports and throughout the, you know, the ships. Like and all the time that from the transport from Mike Ito to Coruscant, you saw a lot of activity, and you can pretty well enough replicate the salute to CC as he's being taken off. Yeah, and you do see it, CC, if you wish to salute back or have any words for him.
I salute back. No words. No thoughts had empty.
Nice. And with that, the acclamator takes off in the sky. And RC, Soren, and Shir'iven and Raziel got their nice, long, much-needed long rest after a long day in the field. As CC, you are in the midst of being flown to Camino and awaiting further orders.
Sweet.
Yeah. But yeah.
Is that it for CC?
Until the day you want to return, that is it for CC for right now.
All right, lads. That was fun.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna miss you, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope so. It would suck if you didn't miss me. I mean, it's
Yeah.
You
true.
can't see it, but I'm saluting you.
What are you doing? Salute?
I salute you. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so people on the stream who are watching or on the VOD, whatever, you can follow me on Twitter, right?
Hmm.
At MaxDudegVO. That's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's me.
Alright.
Right.
I
Pleasure
think I'm
having
off.
you.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was an experience, that's for sure. I
Yeah.
had fun making that CC model, which unfortunately
Yeah.
in the game we did not get to actually upgrade to that to that arbor, but
I mean, if he ever makes a lives long enough to, you know, see the end, he might get a chance. We'll see.
see, when you're off screen and not playing, CC is immortal.
I mean,
But I'm not at any risk.
T-posing in
It's
Camino,
Schrodinger's
as we
PC.
see.
yeah, T-posing, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, pleasure having you.
I might come back for the end.
Yeah, a very specific end, but we'll see. We'll see if the party lives that long. Yeah, who knows? Something else might get him before the order, but
It would suck if all the Jedi players die by then.
I hope not. I
Obviously, like,
I
what the fuck is like-
want to get to Order 66 alive. That'd be
yeah,
great.
yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we'll follow up. Yeah, we'll continue on. So yeah, Max. Yeah, thanks for staying by, and hopefully we'll see you in the future.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, see you guys.
Later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, and we'll...
Oh.
All right, time to shit talk. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm
I
kidding.
was gonna say. I was like, no.
Wow.
I was like, no.
That's
I was gonna say it's-
mean.
I was just
The
saying, oh,
backpedal
like kind of
was-
sad, and then it's just like, oh, right, time to shit talk.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Max, I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
Oh, I'm gonna miss him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll miss you.
It was fun.
Yeah. But yeah.
CC will return in episode.
Yeah.
Episode Order 66.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Whew, that'll be something. But yeah. Yeah, it's been about. Yeah, we'll go on a little bit further to the setup, and then we'll take a quick 5 or 10. But yeah. So yeah, the morning arises, and yeah, you back on the temple. I'll say, Raziel, if you could roll me a D20, please.
Oh, just a straight D20.
Yeah, just a straight D20.
Roll to wake up.
No, a game.
Roll to wake up.
Roll
Roll to
to
wake up
determine-
without a splitting headache.
Roll to determine what breakfast you're having.
Rolling.
That's 12.
What does that give me?
All right. So yeah, then everyone in the midst of getting walked to the temple, having some of the greetings. It was late at night, so not too many people were wandering about late. And yeah, you finally make it back to Shir'iven's quarters within the temple. You rest up on the bed, and night's rest is it's kind of restful. Like you at least have you're back with all your force points and all that. You're healed up, but you are somewhat reminded, or you're just brought into the dream of, remembering back home what it was like, and being in this comfortable bed just sort of at least harkens you back to the times as you're you're probably even between 5 or 8 years old. Very young state back on Iridonia, and you're getting a very faint memory of your mother and father just sort of talking amongst themselves and holding each other closely. You just sort of very faintly see your father's a Brack who's sporting a very light has your outline of tattoos across his body, red and yellow skin, and so you're sort of hugging your mother, and you can't comprehend what they are saying in the moment, but you could tell, at least by reading their faces, that it both looks like somber, and then as they're hugging, and embracing each other. Then it sort of flashes forward as you blink to you seeing like the home sort of like in flames, and you're actually seeing others of Brack running for their lives from this unknown shadowy force. And after like that moment, you're seeing the force like slowly approach like your crib or like bed, like as you're aged up. But this is like all before like your encounter with the Separatists, your first encounter anyway. And then you sort of wake up in a hot sweat within Shir'iven's room.
All right, this just in. Shir'iven is now called Jinkle. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna mix it up.
Shir'iven is Jinkles
No,
confirmed.
it's just funny. It's just funny. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I had to make a joke. Look, it's been almost 2 months. Let me have my fun.
I will.
Fine, it's fine.
It's fine, but yeah, you pretty much wake up in a hot sweat, just sort of in the midst of like, seeing all of that, and now sort of brought back into the real world.
Yeah, I would just... My eyes would just open wide, and I'd just sit up in a hot sweat, panting heavily, just from that nightmare, really.
Mm-hmm.
Am I up at this point?
Oh yeah, we'll say it woke you up. Like it's like, yeah, it woke you up. Like the panting, like sort of like the rapid movement and all of that sort of woke you up from your rest. You slept fine. It's just, yeah.
You, on the other hand, slept fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but I do like it startles me awake, and I have to shake my head just slightly, and I'm immediately over to Raziel's side. What's wrong? All right. I have my hands on him. I'm like trying to calm him down. What happened?
Raziel would just... He'd slowly look at Shir'iven and just look back down at his bed.
Mm-hmm.
I slowly sit down on the side of the bed by him.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare. Sorry to wake you.
No, it's fine. You need anything? Water?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm just... You can see him, like, just kind of grabbing his arm pretty tightly. He's still a bit shaken up.
I slowly put my hand on his shoulder, just offering a comforting, like, sort of grasp on him. Breathe. Breathe for me. Look at me.
He slowly does, and he's just kind of still panting, but
Focus on me. Breathe. In. Out. You're here. I've got you. It's okay.
and that goes on for a few seconds, and like if you look closely, you can probably just see like his eyes shimmer, probably on the verge of crying, but he quickly shuts his eyes hard and just tries to breathe.
At that point, once I see that shimmer, I carefully and slowly just pull him into a hug.
Mm.
You don't have to tell me. Only if you want. But you can get out if you need to.
I saw.
So long.
Mother was.
As Shir'iven's holding him close, she's rubbing at his back.
Yeah, he's just trying to breathe as best he can, but
Take all the time you need, Raziel. It's okay. I'm right here. You don't have to tell me. If you want to, you can. Just let it out if you need to.
just from hearing those soothing words, he holds on to your back more tightly and just puts his chin on your shoulder and just closes his eyes, but a few tears would fall down his cheeks.
Shir'iven's going to hold him there and rub at his back, just offering comforting words. Just trying to help ease his mind as best she can. Until, he decides to pull away.
Mm-hmm.
Which, it takes a good few minutes for him to really calm down, but once they pass, he releases his grip and starts pulling away. I apologize. I didn't mean for you to see that.
You don't need to apologize. Whatever happened, you don't have to put any guard up around me. Only if you decide it's completely necessary. I'm not going to fault you for it. I'm not going to think differently of you. I'm not like the Jedi, as silly as a line as that is. I'm here for you, okay?
You are. You're so much like her. Thank you.
Anytime, Raziel. And with that, Shir'iven is going to hug him once again.
He would reciprocate that.
Oh, my little heart.
Aww.
Mommy sure wrote this.
That's her fucking son.
Yeah. That was... Fuck, that's...
Oh man.
Yeah. Good lord. But yeah, after that little moment, you guys get a glimpse of the time. You still got, a little while, I'll say a couple minutes to grab some food, and then within no time you, get dressed if you need to, and get your gear, and then you are hitch a ride over to the, the actual Republic barracks, the other portion of it that's for the non-clone units, and Soren and RC are taken there as well. But yeah, you guys all reconvene at the front end of the station, and it's you can already tell looking at it that it's surprisingly not super kept well, if that makes sense. It's there's not it's not covered wall to wall with walkers and things. There are some there, but it looks like some of them have some age to them, some rust here and there. They have some older looking models, A-wings, B-wings. You can see the runway and the hangar of all the fighters from here going in and out. and it doesn't look as busy as like the newly installed clone sanctioned barracks. Yeah, and as you guys are all waiting, right around there, you see a gunship coming from up top and making its way down to just in front of where you are, and then like you just like hear approaching. Yeah, and you see stepping outside of the gunship a lot, like with two clones like by her side, but she sort of steps out, a humanoid female with like some red hair, like in a ponytail, with slightly darker skin, sporting like two dual light pistols like on her hips. Yeah, looks very tan. Yeah, and just sort of walks over to you guys like with a nice little almost, yeah, and she's sporting like a tank top, like it's very like casual wear, like since it's like what, about relatively like 7 or 8 in the morning, very early hours, and yeah, she's got like a Republic Admiral's cap, and like she's got like the coat sort of tied off on the front, and yeah, she approaches you, goes, "Ah, so you must be the new recruits we were told to sign in. Yes, I am Vasita. Pleasure to meet Lieutenant Vasita. And you must be the new General Shir'iven, yes?"
Yes, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Aye. Glad to meet up with another lady in charge. I swear, it feels like a boys' club in these barracks sometimes, but, well, you learn to get used to it. And who exactly of you are going to be signing up today proper? As he sort of like looks to the four of you.
If oh wait, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Okay.
Uno reverse card. You.
Gosh.
No, you. Okay. So, with that, Shir'iven steps to the side and offers her hand out to Raziel and Soren. These two will be signing up with you today.
She sort of walks over to both of them.
And Soren has a dopey grin on his face. Hello.
She looks to you like with a raised eyebrow, goes, "Hello, Lieutenant Vasita. Can I ask why you're giving me the googly eyes there, soldier?"
I'm just excited to be here. And be included. My name is Soren. Pleasure to meet you. Completely at your service.
The pleasure is all mine. And she sort of like slightly reluctantly takes your hand to or just gives like a little like a subtle 2-finger salute at you.
Shir'iven's like behind her. She's just like rubbing her hand on her face. Oh god.
Yeah, Raziel's like raising his eyebrows just when he glances at Soren's expression.
Yeah. And then, yeah, she then goes over to you, Raziel, and sort of like bends down a little bit, or just sort of like is looking down at you, like, because she does like have like some height over you. Yeah, she's like probably about like in like the higher 5-foot area, like not 6 foot, but like probably a few inches shy, and just sort of looks down and goes, Aren't you a little bit young to be signing up for the Republic forces?"
I was apparently too old to join the Jedi, so this is my only option.
Fair enough. I've had my troubles with certain guilds from before I formally signed up with the Grand Army, but what can you do? Guess everyone has their limits of who's over and underqualified and all that. But allow me to show you around, and you're gonna have to get comfortable around here. And she sort of like walks you past like the front gate into the base.
Is it just me and Soren following her, or is
Is
Shir'iven too?
Yeah.
Shir'iven and RC.
Yeah, like
Okay.
she like turns to like RC as well. Like now, like like sort of like getting a double take because first like she didn't like get a good look at him. Then like she sees him again and goes, "Oh, a clone commando. I've heard tales about you troopers and your actions on the first battle of my Geonosis and Maigito. Sad to say I couldn't see the action for myself, but I've heard that you're quite the impressive warriors."
You might get to see what happens, miss.
I hope I get the chance. Now come along. I've got to show you what... I'll show you around to some of our more notable recruits. And yeah, like she sort of like, motions you on in past the first gate, points out, the camps where everyone else is sleeping at. And yeah, with a couple minutes go by, like as like she's going through, and then she goes, here's one of my second in command. And then you see like just up ahead, like towards the sort of overlooking the firing range, you see this humanoid figure, but like with like air and like ears sticking off of the top. Yeah, like it appears like a she is like has brown mangly fur from like her hair from the top. You can see you're seeing going like, "Right, boys, put your back into it. Let's see when we can't take down titties with aim like that. Go!" And like as you're just seeing like a bunch of humanoids sort of like quickly try to pop off targets and move on back for more snipers go in. And she goes, "Sergeant, it's Voss. We brought the new recruits for you." Huh? And like he sort of turns around, and now you get a better look at him. This appears to be a Shistavinen male, like so the Wolfman race, with brown mangled fur all over, bits of gray within the facial hair. One scar's like coming down like from across his eye, his left eye down to the right side of his face, and he's appears to be bound, like you can't see his legs as he's like sort of bound to this sort of hovering wheelchair contraption. And like he sort of hovers on over. All you do see like along like in the wheelchair side, he's got like one heavy pistol, like it looks almost like the ones that the Arcs used back in the 2D Clone Wars show, where it has like the thick circular barrel, and he's got a long, like a vibro rapier tucked in at his side. As he hovers over to you and goes, "What? Oh, I see. These are the new recruits that we got in that report that will be showing around, huh? Alright, which one of us is gonna be..." Huh. He goes over to Sword and he's like, "It's a mighty fine piece you got there, boy."
Oh, it's it's old, but I do take care of it. Thank you for noticing. No one ever notices.
Well, kinda hard to miss a blaster like that in such a big old Kevlar. What's the proper word for those? Damn, it's been a short morning. I mean, my damn jaw would use this early hours.
It's not a blaster. I should correct you there. It's a rifle.
Rifle? He just sort of like, his ears perk up. Haven't heard one of those in a long time, or at least the ones that fire slug shots from back in the old days. Even when I had my time in the service, we were still transitioning into blaster, mainly weaponry and plasma, but... Be curious to see how that fires. You think one of the boys here might be able to fancy you a nice little shooting contest if you'd be interested?
Oh, absolutely.
And he sort of scans over, and then immediately notices RC and goes, like almost like a little, like I'd say just a hint of like disgust or whatever. Like you can like read that he's just like sort of not impressed, be like, one of those new clones. Never actually seen one of yous in person. Maybe you might. I don't know what you're going on thinking, replacing the Grand Army Republic, the real one, comprised of its actual homegrown individuals looking to fight for this republic the Chancellor's put together, but hope you prove yourself in battle as well as us normal folk, as they say.
Raziel's actually gonna step in front of RC.
And like
I believe. Oh,
he backs up his chair a little bit, as like you sort of like are like now like getting in that space.
I believe he's proven himself as a capable warrior already.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and what would you know about that, little one? Can barely. If you're ending up now amongst the Jedi and you're found alongside lots of us, you don't exactly seem like the type that's a bit combat weathered. He sort of gets in your face a little bit. So I hope you can know your place when real combatants and people who've seen their fair share of action start talking.
Is that all he has to say?
Yeah, he's just like now like barking, like no pun intended, at Raziel. But like you're still like right like in his immediate face.
Okay. The minute he's just like starts to like slowly float away, RC speaks up, just sort of like,
I'll be sure to practice my 21-gun salute the next time we meet on the battlefield, Captain.
That's Sergeant, boy. As he's like sort of.
Oh shit.
Yeah, just sort of like lets out a little growl at you, just like, Sergeant, if we could please get to, what they need to do. They don't have all the time out there. We are fighting a war currently. Just sort of like huffs and like turns his chair on. I understand. We got a little, look, we got some stuff going on at the barracks, sort of a informal initiation for the two of yous, the Chiss and the little one here, but at least for the time being, I'd say you can fool around in the firing range, or you can get your stuff touched up with Jacru. He's one of our field technicians, and he might have some gear for the non-blaster oriented folk. Or something for you as well. It depends what you're looking for. You got a lot of stuff from the old age and some new gear. Sort of a mishmash of the two eras, I must say. If you're looking at something, then hopefully you'll might find something that will be to your liking.
Who is he addressing?
Yeah, he's like sort of points off to like this other little tent off at the side, just like across this like as like you've been walking in, it's just basically this one like open area. Like it's not even like it is like a hard metal ground, but it's just sort of like there's like dusts and scrapes here and there. But yeah, like it's this one walkway, and like on both sides, like one side is all of like the little camps areas, the mess hall. And the other side, like where you guys are where you're at right now, is the firing range, where you're seeing all the other troopers of various ranks, going in and out. And he points off to this one tent, and it has this little banner of a Daveronian face, and like holding like a little wrench, like pointing off, like, and it said like like that's who like he's insinuating is like specializes in the technician side of in the tech side of the armaments and everything else, all the gear that the troopers here are using.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it would just be looking at where he's showing us.
Right. Anyone else? What you all doing? If you want to stick around the firing range, or if you want to go get your stuff upgraded and see if you can procure some items.
I'd like to just observe the firing range, look at the local talent.
Okay. I'll say, yeah, as like a lot, like, yeah, this one section of the firing range appears to have like sort of like lines of 3 trooper soldiers of different races, all that, like going in and out of the firing line and like take pot shots at droids and like sort of like go back if in like sequences. But in one other lane of the firing range, you see this one Duros individual, blue skin, full red eyes, like more wider red eyes across the face, and sporting a very well kept mustache, sort of taking pot shots with this modified DC-15. As he's just sort of like switching from like short, long, mid-range, like in like quick succession, and like getting the targets up, having them change movement speed, and yeah, he appears to be out of all the like the snipers or even like just like the regular blastermen here. He appears to be quite a good shot out of everyone that's currently going in and out.
Can I tell if this is the result of training here or just training elsewhere?
Hard to say. Yeah, just looking at him, it's something more that you'd probably have to ask him, as like you're not familiar with all the Republic standards just yet. But yeah, you could definitely tell he's not. Like in terms of knowing whether or not he might be better than you, you'd have to find out for yourself. But as far as like him being a good shot, like there's no denying that.
Okay. I was just trying to see if he learned or if he's using the same sort of techniques that are being utilized in the other firing lanes.
Okay, yeah, it's comparing the two, it's, well, yeah, like for them, like they aren't using a bipod. They're more just trying to do quick fire, like holding the rifles with like 2 hands and all that. So he's just doing like stationary shooting and practicing that way.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and anyone else? Are you guys sticking around the firing range, or you're going to get your things touched up?
I kind of want to get my things touched up.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, once I've seen enough of the firing range, I'd probably look elsewhere to get anything touched up or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
If I need it, but yeah, I'm gonna go elsewhere.
Okay. And do you join them, Soren, after seeing the firing range, or are you sticking around?
Oh yes. This is just a cursory glance. I will stick with the party.
All right, and you too, RC?
Well, seems to be the consensus.
All right, cool. So yeah, you guys are sort of marching on over there. I'll actually change the music real quick. Yeah, so you guys are brought over to this it's a smaller hut compared to like a smaller tent compared to the other ones, and you see like all across it there's blasters of different eras and like showing different signs of age, all these different types of energy, power cells, and different magazines of different blasters, like some rotary guns, like things like across all the past eras. You can tell like this era, this like shop appears to have like a lot of older gear towards it. But yeah, and like the individual, like you see just inside, appears to be like a Davarodian male with like dark or like light-ish red skin. Has like some, he's like seems to be more of a burly individual, sporting like a pilot's coat, kind of. What's the word? Yeah, like he's sporting like a big like coat over the arms, and like he's like just like working up a sweat, like as he's like using a wrench to tie off this heavy blaster he's working on, and he notices like the lot of you guys come in and goes, "Ah, welcome to the shop. So you must be the new recruits we've heard all so much about. Come to procure yourself some armaments, some enhancements to the armor, like mobility, anything you need. I'll see if I can find something for you, friends."
And this is all free?
Oh, well, if you're willing to negotiate some things here and there, perhaps they may be free. I say for the newer members, there is more of a wavering, at least for the first item you're looking at, but I would say for anyone not interested in signing up for the actual army, it might cost a little bit more for you. So feel free to look around. I'll just be working on this piece here.
Excuse me, Shir'iven. Have we signed up for the army?
You two are.
Oh, okay.
That's why we came here.
Okay. Just wondering. I was unclear based on his answer.
It's what we discussed last night.
Yes, I mean, yes, but a simple yes or no would have sufficed.
Then, yes, you were signed up for the army.
Okay. Wonderful.
Raziel just kind of like shakes his head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he also pipes up and goes, "Oh, and I will say this, friend. There's going to be an initiation for. I heard from command it was going to be you, the blue one, and the short, horny child. Yeah. So, and I'll be sort of superseding over that initiation. So, I hope you're prepared for that."
Well, here, and I will remove one of the slug cartridges from my bandolier. I need. I understand that these are quite rare to come by, but I believe the materials needed are quite common. Do you think you can find? Do you think you have any more of these, or the materials to make them? And I hand him one of my slug cartridges.
Okay. And he sort of like picks it up with like both hands, like from end to end, and it pretty much looks like, you know, like if you ever like seen like the military shows or like yeah, like where they actually like focus on like guns and all that. It actually like looks like a legit, like it's not too far off from like shells like used in the modern real world kind of, and it's got like, you know, it's like very well kept, like it's like clean. Like shells all around. And you're just handing him your belt, or is it just a single shell?
Oh, it's just the one cartridge.
One cartridge.
I really just need to show him the cartridge.
Got it. And he like picks it up. Very interesting. I must say I've not seen these types of ammunition in a long time. And he like pulls out a single monocle, and it like zooms in, and like as he's like trying to like, you can tell he's like trying to read in on like the little text throughout. Just so I get an idea of where it might be from. Goes, Tell me, how much more of these are you looking for? And do you have the wherewithal to make them yourself?
I believe so. I mean, yes, as many as I can get. I've only got so many left, but yes, I can make them myself. I have my own munitions kit.
Let me see what I have lying around. He sort of like scrambles under the desk, and like he pulls off like a secret little box with like a republic symbol on it, and goes, "Not what you would typically consider, you know." And he like looks left and right and whispers in, "Legal munitions, but hopefully this might suit your fancy." As he like pops it open, and inside you see what appears to be, if you can make a lore check to see if you can determine the metal before, like, he says it and all that.
Sure. Oh, natural 20.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. We'll say you could tell by looking at it, this is Beskar, like, looking cartridges. Yeah, like, you haven't, like, while you're not, like, familiar with the ways of, like, like, you're not, like, a man of, like, who know, like, very science-oriented or into the metals and things, but you've heard tale of Mandalorians and their armor that's, like, very, that's quite, capable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this appears to... Yeah. This is...
I had no idea they made munitions out of... I thought it was strictly ceremonial armor.
Well, like I mentioned before, this stuff is from across all areas, my friend. And from eras of time. And I don't know how long I've had these. It feels like ages since I've discovered them buried deep in the back of the shop, but they appear to be in good enough condition to be used and forged. Somehow they were forged into very fine bullets.
And from what I understand, you don't have any guns or blasters that can utilize this, correct?
One would say that. They practically been gathering dust back here, but I might be willing to part with them for if your piece uses such ammunition.
I will then remove the rifle off of my back and unwrap the burlap just a little bit to show him the loading mechanism. Yes, you could say that it I would be able to make use of those.
Would you mind if I held it for just a moment?
Do I sense any ill intent?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
15.
Dang, I rolled a 2.
Yeah, he's got a fucking high-ass insight, Jesus. Yeah, there's no intent, like, there's nothing malicious. He feels just, yeah, from what you can read, he's genuinely curious, as, like, he's not seen a piece of, like, this, like, style to it, and even, like, yeah, it's, like, a very rare thing to find a weapon of, like, that much age in, in like this era,
Okay, sure. I will then in that case, sure. But please keep it wrapped in the burlap. I take very good care of it and gingerly hand it over.
Yeah, and then like he takes it off, and now that it's like out and about, and he's like sort of fiddling with it. Could you describe like what he's seeing as the party is there as well, and they're like getting a good look at it?
So he, if he's holding it, it's very, very long, very heavy. It's almost as tall as Soren, who's like 6'1" ish. If he's handling it within the burlap, Soren will unwrap it slightly so that he can take a look at it, but not like super like handle it. It's this not ancient, but in Star Wars terms, it is pretty ancient. Glossed wooden, almost reddish wood rifle with the metal bits polished clean and bright. Yeah, I don't know guns well enough to be able to describe it, but yeah, it's the barrel is super long, taking up more than 3/4 of the body, the length of it, and then the actual holding part. There's etchings and engravings that sort of look flowery, almost.
Okay. And he, as like he's sort of like admiring it, holding it, like getting a feel of like the loading mechanism himself, just goes like, and you see like he's struggling a bit. He's like, doesn't beat a blaster for me, but no doubt about it, this is certainly a piece to behold.
Well, thank you.
Well, if you're truly interested in buying the Beskar munition, I will say it's about 20 shots worth for a weapon like yours. I would part with it for probably a good 1,000 credits.
1,000 credits.
But since you are new, I'm willing to knock it down to maybe 800 possibly. And like he's sort of like,
credits.
he puts the rifle back in the burlap for you.
Okay.
If that is too much, I have something else that might be of your fancy that I'm willing to part with far more easily.
Well, sure, please. I would love to see what you have. What else you have? It's just the 800 credits is a little much for my capability at the moment. Though I trust you would hold on to them until I was able.
Of course, it's not like anyone else here's picking up a rifle like munitions for a rifle like yours. And I'll say I'll say like for everyone else, like as like you guys are looking around this shop, like while they're talking up, you're seeing like outside of like some of the different looking blaster rifles, like RC, you catch like some heavy looking pistols, like something that might, and like you're seeing like walls of like different colored detonators and different sizes and shapes. Raziel and Shir'iven, like for you guys are seeing more of you're seeing like jetpack rocket boots, I think that's the word for them. Yeah, you're seeing those. You're seeing, and one piece in particular is a cape and headpiece that appears to be of the hold on, let me find the actual word for this group. But yeah, it appears like of an it's definitely like Old Republic looking, like, and you could tell Shir'iven looking at as like, you're more in tune with the order itself. It appears to be a armor set, at least of those two pieces of the, where is it? There it is. Where are... Yeah, the Gen Sarai Jedi Knights. Let me I'll put this in the, let me just put this right, I'll just copy this image right here quickly and send it into chat so you get an idea of what it kind of looks like. And I'll put it in image references. So, yeah, so that's what it looks like. And yeah, you're seeing, of the set, you're only seeing the body armor and the cape that come with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is there a price on this one? Like, is there a price next to it or something, or do I have to talk to him about it?
You'd have to talk to him about it. Like, everything else is just sort of like up and about, and it's more like how the store operates is you sort of pick what you catches your eye, and then you sort of bring it to him to at least judge if, if you would like to take it and like what price you're willing to put it at.
Right.
What do I note? Is it just like plain old, like, what, rocket shoes, you said?
Yeah. Like, yeah, just like sort of, they look like more military boots, but they have like clear metaling on them. It's like you see, like, do not touch, and there's like, flame warnings on that item in particular. Let me actually pull them up on the site. I'll look them up in items. But yeah, that's what they look like. It's just one wall is more dedicated to like melee combatants and like general armor, while the other side is strictly more for blasters and munitions. And in the midst of you guys looking at that, he pulls up a different set of boots and plops them on the counter and goes, "Go ahead, you might want to try these are the items I was talking about for you, my friend." Talking to Soren in particular.
Oh. What do they do?
They're more for a... So, these are magnetic lock boots. Sort of a newer invention. They've sort of been handing out beta test packages for some of the agents, and myself included. I've been fiddling around with them a bit, so they're at least a little bit more mobile when activated, but yeah, they suit the purpose. I tend to be more of the type to rush into a fight rather than be more tactical, so they might suit your fancy more as a sniper as you are.
What makes you think I don't get in close?
You don't look like the type to get their hands dirty. That's how snipers tend to be around these parts.
That's fair. That is fair.
Especially Private Sedell, who I'm sure you saw at the, back in the firing range. Pretty quiet one. But he knows his way around that piece of his.
Oh, yes, the only decent shot out there.
For sure. But yes, I'm willing to part ways with these boots for you, if you are interested.
I look over at the rest of the party. Anyone else interested in these? Otherwise, I'm taking them.
Go right ahead.
Those are just out of character. Those are the different types of boots
Yes.
than what I was seeing, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
like they have actually a switch on the side of both on both boots, so you can choose if you wish to, like, if you really want to, like, you can have one boot be activated and one not, if you want to sort of, get creative. I don't know, but yeah, it's there, the option, if you want to play around with it. But you're taking them, Soren?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
If no one else is.
Here, Raziel he doesn't say anything. He just nods.
Yeah. So let me copy and paste the info. These are mag lock boots. And these are parentheses altered mag lock boots. The way they work is you can turn them on as a bonus action, and you ignore difficult terrain and metal debris, and you ignore the effects of gravity if there's a metal surface nearby. And while the maglocks are on, unlike a standard set, you can move full speed in these. So, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, all just
Useful.
yeah. And these batteries have they use the battery in these last for 1 hour, and recharge at the end of a long rest.
Cool.
Yeah. And is anyone else interested in any of the items across the board as you're looking through?
There's no more armor pieces.
Let me see. Oh, I will say
Yeah,
that
because I'm remembering that the Genserai are kind of like, they're not Sith, but they're not good either. So I'm like, yeah, Shir'iven's like thinking out here, like, Yeah, that's not a good idea. If
Yeah.
you know, she shows up like wearing that.
I'll add this on top. Some of the armor or some of the pieces have been customized a little bit. Like you can tell, this guy likes to tweak with some of the gear. Like, and for the armor in particular, it has like, you know, the Republic crest on it, or like he like sort of like did like a crude spray paint job of, you know, the Republic symbol or maybe the Jedi sigil on there. So it has at least like some markings off of, okay, if someone wears this, they are more than likely Republic because they got it from me, if that makes sense.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, and I will say for other pieces there is like if you're looking for armor specifically, there are braziers that sort of function as pop-up energy shields, sort of like, you know, what the Mandalorians had in season 7, what Dirge had in the 2D Clone Wars, where it's just like, you know, like 2 little pop-up shields that come up on either arm and like sort of like act as like deflectors, or at least means of avoiding attacks from ranged and melee. But yeah, that's all you guys see here. Is anyone looking for anything in particular?
I'm actually Raziel's kind of intrigued by the rocket shoes. So he's gonna go to the counter and just tell me about those shoes over there. And I just point to where those are.
Oh yes. Yeah, they tried getting some of the troops here to be acclimated to these back in the day, but once jetpacks came along and became more commonplace, these felt a little bit more faulty, I must say. But they still function in getting, you know, one from place to place, and they, you know, they have a decent power supply that can at least carry 2 people if you need to get someone out of a jam. But, you know, the more people on there, the less speed it's going to have, so... But it can definitely handle someone of your size if you're wanting to travel from one area to another. And
do they work? Do they work solely in the sky, or can you maneuver with them on the surface?
With the proper training, one can maneuver about the ground with them, as if you meet a certain... If you're swift enough, one can cleverly sort of, dodge or shift from where you're standing with using minimal fuel and such. But yeah, you don't have to be any you don't have to be a Jedi Master in order to wrap your head around some rocket boots.
How fast do they go?
Let me take a look. And like as like he pulls up like the item identification. The boots last for 1 minute power, and they run on power cells. This particular pair, they already have one loaded in. And you have and you gain a flying speed of 30 feet. So
interesting.
But I leave it up to you. Everyone has their own style in terms of getting around the area. So, however you move about the battlefield, I'm willing to part with them for... How many credits do you have?
Raziel just looks through his pockets and 50 credits currently.
I like you enough. I'll pot them enough for the 50.
Really?
Of course, but I will say this, for the fight tonight, refrain from using them. We want to keep the engagement interesting.
Fair deal. All right. I'll take them then.
Alright, so yeah, just mark off whenever you get a chance. These are fine rocket boots. Yeah.
Yes.
I will say,
Amazing.
yeah.
Zoom zoom.
Zoom. I just.
But yeah, so yeah, they work just like the other boots, where they require a bonus action to activate or deactivate. But yeah,
Okay.
might add some more features to it later on if you want to get creative with them. But you got that now.
Oh yeah. I'm just thinking of like Shadow Rocket shoes. Let's go.
Alright. Yeah, I'll see if I can find image refs for both later on. But yeah, Alright, yeah, so we'll go around. RC, are you looking for anything in particular? In the armaments or in the armor? Oh yeah, there are helmet add-ons on the armor side of the wall. Like rangefinders, macro binoculars,
Just say, yeah, no, let's take a look at just sort of like the armaments.
Yeah.
Anything just sort of like helmet orientated? Because he's looking for just sort of like the little things, like something he could probably add on to like his bowcaster, maybe something for his wrist.
Okay.
Something that he could tinker with to just sort of like, I wonder how I could use this to shoot.
Okay. I'll say along the wall with the armaments, you do see a variety of scopes that work out for different ranges. Yeah, like there's dot sights, there's like sniper scopes. For your case in particular, the guy behind the counter, the Deveroni, he goes, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry I didn't properly introduce myself. Jacques Dal, it's nice to meet all of you." And like, you can like, yeah, and Soren, like, as like you're like the closest one up to him, you can see he's got like one dragon earring, and it's sort of like covers like, it's sort of like a piece that like the tail end is piercing where like an earring would normally pierce, but the dragon portion of itself, it's like holding on to it's the rest of his lobe, or like the rest of his ear, and it's got like two heads.
I had a girlfriend that at one point that had that same earring.
I didn't think the two, like, with the two heads and all, or is it?
Oh no, not the two heads. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. But yeah.
I honestly thought that was Soren answering in character.
I thought so too, and I'm like, whoa, Soren
yeah.
is a
you know what?
He's a player.
Let's make that canon.
Fuck it.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Yeah, like Jacques sort
But
of
he
like.
thinks that to himself. He thinks that to himself.
Got it. Okay.
He's like internal monologues. I used to have a girlfriend who wore serious.
Nice.
I wonder if they.
I wonder how
if they-
she's doing.
Oh, great. But yeah, like Jacques like sort of like pipes up and goes like, "Oh, I see you're using a bowcaster there. Quite interesting choice of weapon for a clone."
What can I say? Unconventional weapons for an unconventional time.
Very true. Let me see if I can find something for that piece in particular. Anything you wish to use with it? I can see you also have a different number of knobs on it as well. That's a new feature I've not seen on that particular model.
Yeah, this baby right here is a bit of a custom. Just a flip of the knob, and this thing can shoot just about anything. Electricity, blasters, and that's about the only two I've worked on so far.
Hold on. I might have something for that. And he like pulls up this one scope from behind the counter, and also like this sort of a barrel for the end of it, and goes, how would you like a bit more bang for your buck there, friend?
I'm listening.
This little attachment here along with increasing the range of your bowcaster, it gives your, if you wish to target a larger group of individual unfortunate droids, it can at least hit them a little bit harder too. And if you wish to fire on one single target, it, your chances of striking them goes up a bit more, or at least landing a more devastating blow.
You have shooting droids more. How much?
Well, it depends. How much are you willing to part for such an enhancement?
Sort of like checks his pop. Well, no, you know what? He checks his wrist pad to see how many credits he has on him.
Yeah. Yeah, for the clones in particular, it's more digital, but yeah.
He checks his Galactic Republic banking account. Why not?
40 credits on me.
40? I'll say, if you could show me around your, if you could teach me some of your commando tactics, I'm willing to part it for a measly 20.
20 in lessons. You got yourself a deal.
All right, here you go. And like he hands it off to you, and like he like sort of like screws it on, or it's sort of like a little lock and twist mechanism.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and like you see, like it has a little hum as like it slowly like is activated and recognizes the attachment as it's a barrel extension for your shot. So now, when you now have the option of, let me take a look at what your regular bowcaster does. For RC, let's take a look. Okay, 1d10. Okay, so yeah, so now with this attachment, you can either your base shot, your normal shots, now you have the option of either within your range now doubled. So now instead of
that's nice.
Yeah, so instead of we'll say it goes up to your normal range now. It goes up to your normal range is now 100 feet. You can either shoot a 15 or a 10-foot radius. I think that's the word I want to use. I'll change the specifics later on probably once I have it down. But basically, you can now either hit a radius of enemies that deal your 1 die in damage, or you can target a single foe and do more damage, for like basically 2d10.
Yo,
Yeah.
my bowcaster is now a long-range shotgun. I love it.
Let's go!
It's
Hey.
oh, I love it. Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no. You don't.
Yeah.
Kevin, do you know what you just did? You just gave me the fucking akimbo shotguns from Modern Warfare.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
So
Yeah,
we now have 2 snipers on the team apparently.
Yeah, it's we might fill around with the range a little bit as it goes on, but yeah, I'll help you touch it up in your sheet later because just so you know, like we'll say you'd have to spend like now for the longer range shots, if you do want to use the extra damage, you have to spend another shot.
Okay, so that makes sense. 2 shots in 1.
Yeah, 2 shots if you want to have like the Encharged power shot. It does not apply to the AoE one, so
Okay,
because that one already spends 2.
So is the AoE one specifically just like a numbered group of enemies, or is it just like a specific like area? Just like up to like 10 by 10 feet, 5 by 5 feet, or
Yeah, it's more of the latter, where it can just sort of have it's a mini AoE. It's not like a big fireball. It's probably like what?
obviously.
Half the size of that, roughly. We'll work that out later, but
Okay.
yeah, you now have that extension on your bowcaster, and it feels like you could probably pack a bit more punch to it. You just have to say in advance, like stuff like, "Hey, I'm going to use my
Putting up the scope.
pretty much. Yeah, it's sort of
Okay.
like like you can and the way like the scope is, you can sort of like flip it up or flip it down if you want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent.
Yeah.
No, just RC just takes a look at that, just sort of like foe aims it for a bit, flips the scope up, just nods satisfyingly, and just like under his breath, he just goes, "Righteous."
Awesome. I love it.
I think I'm gonna attempt to take the armor. So
Yes.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm going to bring it to him.
Okay.
No, not what I meant. Not what I meant. Not what I meant. I'm gonna
Okay.
take the armor up to him. Sorry, I should have completed
Okay.
that sentence.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Okay, I was like, it's an open area. There's no one else in the store. If you watch my
Yeah,
ceiling,
let the fucking newly appointed Jedi Knight take.
God, yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. All right. See.
Where are you going with that? Sorry, general possession now.
Yeah.
General rights, I can do what I want.
Yeah. But yeah. So are you taking both the armor and the cape, or?
I'm going to attempt to part with just one, but I want to see what he's willing to go with for both of them.
Okay. Oh, and like you bring it up to him on the counter?
Yeah.
Okay. He goes, so I see you're eyeing the old Republic style armor pieces. Yeah, these have been buried. The Jedi Temple wanted to part ways with some of its more ancient relics that didn't suit their current line of generals, but this armor in particular is quite interesting. I don't know why such an interesting group of combatants would part ways with such a piece.
Usually they treated it just like the lightsabers. What with the molding of it to their forms and everything. Yet, you said it was already touched up and everything?
Yeah, like it's been customized and yeah, it goes like, yes. Well, once it was in my hands, of course I had to, with the sensitive history of the wearers of this armor, I had to make some modifications to it. It's nothing too drastic. It still operates the same way, but it is still quite it is still quite a nice piece. Functions very well.
I do love what you've done with it.
Well, he just sort of like blushes and like sort of like gives a pshaw sort of hand motions like well, when you're born with the clones on the front lines now, and we're not being called in too frequently, you get some time to fiddle around with some pieces, and I'm quite proud of what I've been able to accomplish with this one.
I do wish to know. I want to take at least one of these pieces with me, but I want to know what you'd be willing to go with for both of them.
Yeah, he like sort of like takes a look at you and goes, Well, for one, the set is not complete, so that automatically lowers the price quite a bit. By the look of your current armor, and you seem to carry yourself a different way, are you... Ah, I see. You must be a newly appointed Jedi General. I haven't heard your name floated around as much, so I assume you only recently assumed command?
Just last night, actually.
Fantastic! And how much funds would you happen to have on your person at the moment?
Currently, I only have 700, but if you'd be willing to hold a piece, if that's not enough, I'd be forever in your debt.
Well, I don't see any other agents outside of your Zabrak boy there with the newly found boots taking much advantage out of a piece like this. Maybe the friend who is a sniper, tell me, how well are you with heavy armor or with medium armor? This is not meant to be, how you say... Yeah, this is not meant for someone that is of a more averaging build, something that's stronger, a bulkier character might be able to handle something like this, but I believe it is worthy of being more in the hands of a Jedi like yourself. So how are you with the medium-scaled armor?
I'm actually quite good with it.
Ah, well, I'm willing to part with that, along with the cloak, together as a set, for, say, 550.
Because of the delicate care that you put into this armor, I highly believe that is well placed.
Oh.
I do take out the 550 for him.
All right, splendid. And now, I'll be sure to package it up for you nicely. I think the clones will be mighty proud to have a general as dapper in this and in such a fine piece of armor.
Oh, with your help, I'm sure they would appreciate it.
But yeah, so, excuse me, let me just go over what the set does currently with these two items equipped.
Oh boy.
So, the Jinsari armor, you are considered, yeah. Because you have the cloak, it now gives you a +2 bonus to AC.
Yo!
Nice.
Right, and... Yeah, just...
Wait, AC.
Yeah, so it just generally goes up to by 2.
Got it.
Or what's your current AC right now?
Current AC is 17, so it'd go up to 19.
Hold
Nice.
on. Wait, without the armor, let me just check with that old.
Oh wait, sorry, hold on. That's with my composite armor.
Yeah, your composite armor. Okay, so and what's your dex?
My dex is +2.
Okay. So I would say looking at the armor, yeah, it would basically function, so it's let me just take a look at the wording again. Okay. Oh yeah, so along with the armor, it says you're now adapted to both hot and cold climates. So
Ooh, nice.
yeah, so it's like a built-in like cooling system. So cooling or warming system, so you can like survive areas like that.
Yes.
Can you spell the armor for me?
Sure. I will put it in the Discord. So it is.
Ancient Jedi air conditioning. You gotta love it.
Yeah. So yeah, and we'll say that. Yeah, it is gonna be 19 to your AC because it'll be like 15 plus your Dex +2. So, yeah.
Bless.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm like. And then the cloak. What does it do?
Yeah, the cloak. It says oh yeah, they both take up attunement slots, and I'll say like it takes about it'll take about a minute to actually like get used to it. But with this hood up, your wisdom perception checks made on you are at disadvantage, and you have advantage on stealth checks to hide.
Ooh.
Okay, so perfect. Let me write that down real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll copy and paste that info. for the
Please
clo-
do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and this is just for the main 2 sets. So if you do manage to ever find the helmet, it gets you the whole set together, gives you a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, I believe that's your max on attunement slots, or unless the necklace isn't attuned, the one you.
I don't know if it's attuned or not.
Right.
I don't remember because like I joined and you gave me this for my birthday session. So I'm like, I don't remember if it was attuned or not.
We'll say it's not. It was a birthday item, so yeah, this fills up 2 of your 3 attunement slots. I don't know where they are on the sheet, but there you go.
Where are the attunement slots on the sheet? Hold on.
Yeah, let's actually check that. Let me see. Bio. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll look at yours in particular. Abilities and attributes, maybe? No. Saves. We'll just keep it in the... Yeah, I'd say just write it in your bio for right now that you have 2 slots filled if you are going to attune with the armor and the cloak.
Got it.
Yeah. Alright, so it's been 2 hours, so I'm gonna take a quick break, refill water, so you guys will we're good with a 10-minute break?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Alright,
All
cool.
good to me.
Yeah, I'll adjust the captions so they'll be working on the other layout. But yeah, we'll be back in 10, guys. We'll see you soon.
10 minutes. Got it.
Yeah. And all right, we are back.
Hello.
E.
Right. Okay, now the captions are free or not showing up. I'll just update, copy and paste your things again in there. And yeah, Chase, you were a bit low. Like I have you turned up on Discord quite a bit, and I still
That's strange.
yeah.
All right, fine.
Yeah, yeah. I'll keep you there for right now. Just let me know when you
All
do.
right. Do let me know if it happens again, though.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so we'll just wait for Jinkles before we get going proper. But yeah, so that's her thing, yes. I will copy yours in again, Chris. Put you right there. Blah. And I will go to Tati's. Copy link. Done, and go to Chase's. Chase, there we go. Alright, yeah, so it should work now. But yeah. Just let us know when you're back, Jinkles.
Should we do a test? Test 1 2.
Yeah, you're good.
Testing.
Yeah,
1, 2,
might as well.
3.
Sorry about that.
Words are coming out of my mouth.
Alright, yep, you guys are good. Jinkles should be once she is
Sweet.
back.
I'm here. I just got back. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good,
No,
you're
it's
good.
fine.
Yeah. I'll actually fiddle with your iPod just a wee bit. But yeah, let me get the music back on and we'll continue from whence we left off. There we go. Alright, so yeah, you guys are just wrapping up, getting all your goodies on, and adjusted, barring, Raziel, you're not putting on yours just yet, right? Yeah, like you were told to like save it for like after the initiation fight for you and Soren.
Right. And okay, and like that I would assume that's coming up soon, so I would just I would put the boots aside, or actually yeah, I would probably give them to if Shir'iven's not like I don't know who's gonna be in it, but I'd give it to someone to hold on to it.
Yeah. Alright, but yeah, so Jakru comes up from behind the counter and goes, well, is there anything else anyone wants to buy, or shall I lead you to the arena?
I think I'm all set.
And anyone else?
Yes, same here. Just hold on to those munitions for me.
They'll still be here when you get back, soldier. But alright, follow me, and he'll sort of motion you guys on over, like he also takes off 2 vibro daggers from behind the counter, and like stuffs them in his like, his side pockets, and motions you over to the main, the biggest of all the tents within, on the grounds, and you're seeing, as you're walking inside, you're seeing a lot of like humanoid chatter. Like people are just sort of like talking, like pointing out, like, you guys walking in, like they're mostly like sort of like impressed and awing at RC, since they have never really seen a clone, let alone a clone commando unit that like has like all like the armor that's like as fine looking as yours. And it's like it's definitely it's more like positive, like Uzana. It's just sort of like it's just like, oh shit, like we've never seen one of them before here. And like, you're wondering what they're about and all that. And yeah, you're then brought over to this little makeshift ring, and it has like these sort of ray shielded bands, but like they're not like going from like the floor to the ceiling. They're just like, you know, up to like they're maybe like what 3 feet tall. So it's more like to impede other people from like coming in, you know, from the stands and such. Yeah, and Jakru goes like, all right, so the way this works is for the new recruits, this is sort of a informal initiation, and as times are a bit difficult, you'll be properly signed in, that's no issue. But sort of as a means to see how we know how strong you really are, we like to at least do a little test of combat. Nothing lethal, I promise. It's more of just, we'll pair you up against one of our strongest, and we'll see how you fare against them. So in this case, we'll be doing something a bit different. A tag team between you, the Zabrak boy, and the Cheese. I'm sorry, what were your names again? I don't believe I caught them.
Oh,
Raziel.
Yes,
Soren.
yes. So for Raziel and Soren, we'll be tagging between the two of you against one of our finer champions within the Republic. I would just need, if I can take out the credit, and he like reaches inside and pulls out a singular credit and goes, "This as a matter of who is going first inside the ring, one of you pick heads or tails, please."
Shall I go to Raziel to choose?
I'll take heads, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right. And he sort of like starts to like flip the coin with his thumb. And he goes, tails. Looks like it's your job first, Soren.
Well, okay. Is there a non-lethal blaster I can use? I don't feel comfortable using it.
Blasters, no, friend. This is more of a classic. Let's say we like to call it. You know do you know the old saying, "Death by 1,000 cuts"?
Sure.
Well, we try to align more with that style of trial combat here, where both parties are only really allowed to use a singular vibro dagger, and from there we see how strong they can be in one-on-one combat.
Oh, I see.
So, you'll only, if there is anything else of melee capability that you have, I advise you hand it over, and we'll safeguard it. It won't be taken or anything like that, but just for the fight itself and our tradition, we prefer to stick with, something even. The opponent will only be allowed a vibro dagger as well.
Sure. No, I will take this vibro dagger and I will use it, I guess.
Good. And the same goes for you, Raziel. If you would be so kind.
It takes a couple seconds, but Raziel reluctantly pulls out his lightsaber.
The boys will hold on to this just fine. Alright, let's get set up in the ring, and everyone else around side, you hear them all chattering. And I'll say RC and Shir'iven, you guys are hearing them. Some people are actually taking bets for who's going to last inside. If you want to make any wagers or join in on the pot.
I'll join in on the pot. I'll throw in 50 for Raz.
All right, 50 for Raz. Yeah, 50. It'll go whether or not Raz or Soren are the ones standing in. So their side. Okay. And yeah, the pot's getting bigger and bigger. More credits are being thrown in. Ammunition, magazines as well. and other like random military things being thrown in. And yeah, are you betting anything, RC, or no? If you want to like add like an item into the pot of, who's gonna win the fight between Soren and Raziel versus this mystery challenger. Yeah, and it can be anything like outside of credits. If you want to like throw in like your energy cells, or if you want to throw in like a certain item, or
To heck with it. You know what? To heck with it. Raziel. RC throws. Got it.
Two R's.
It's all good.
RC pulls out his vibro dagger and tosses it into the betting pool.
All right, cool.
For Raziel.
Nice.
Aww.
All right. So yeah, with that out of the way.
While that's happening, I'd like to just comment over to Raziel. I believe it's hardly fair. You don't take a knife and hand it to a sniper. It's like using a spoon for noodles. Right?
I guess just you can fight, right?
Oh yes, but definitely not my specialty. Anyway,
Well,
just an
follow.
observation.
Well, you can follow my lead, and we'll get through this.
Yeah, and some from out of the stands, Drakru takes the center of the stage, and we'll actually switch over to the battle map.
Battle map, yes.
Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
arena.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's a battle arena. Another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah, it's more of like a faux boxing ring, and since, Soren won the coin toss first, he'll be in the corner. And he goes, "Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's..." Drakru, is sort of, stepping in the middle of the ring and, has, a little, or he's just speaking loudly, just doing, all these, fun boy hand movements, "You heard the news? We got ourselves some new recruits joining up. Now, I don't want any rough housing, unless the fight goes a certain way," and there's some light chuckles throughout the stands, but he goes, "But enough of of the end result, let's get to the action. So, standing over here, at 7 feet tall, weighing in at a brisk 400 pounds, we have Rusan!" And across the way, Soren, as droids are parting ways, you see a black furred Wookiee standing over with a very finely carved vibro dagger, sort of spinning the blade a bit, and then sees you, and then she tightens the grip on it, and then sort of gives you a come over here kind of motion. Right.
And I will do the thing where I look behind me and point at myself. Me.
Yeah. And then the Jakru goes "And in this corner, at 6 foot tall and a chase male, we've got Soren and a young Zabrak boy, Raziel!" And the crowd's going wild, just ah! They're throwing drinks in the air and just getting all excited. And goes, "If both fighters could approach the center of the ring, please."
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't mean to throw off the immersion here, but for a second, Kevin hesitated for a second when it's a chiss, and it's check.
I didn't know what else to say outside of because I don't have his weight on my mind, and Jakru doesn't know his weight.
I have to check him. Is he a male?
Yeah.
Just male.
Chiss.
Yeah.
Just checking his hand for smudged writings on it.
Yeah. And I will say, as you get closer to the ring, to the center, Soren, you do see there are smatterings of blood throughout this tiled floor.
Oh boy.
Oh, cool, wonderful.
Yeah. And as you are both staring each other down, the Wookiee just sort of as he's she's towering over you, and just like with the grip goes like, now, and like Jakru like sort of like stays between you guys and goes, now, I want a good clean fight. No, nothing lethal. No killing moves allowed, and you're only sticking to your vibro daggers. Understood? And then Rustan just goes,
Oh yeah, same. I guess.
she says she'll be gentle with you.
Oh, I'm so very, very worried about that.
Alright, and if you wish to switch out, just call out for, just go to the edge of the ring and tag in for, call and tag for, Raziel, and, we'll do a halt until that switch has been made properly. Now, are we ready to commence?
I mean, does it matter if I'm ready or not? It's going to happen, correct?
I mean, fair. It's just, it doesn't hurt to ask, my friend.
I've got a bad feeling about this, and I'm going to activate bad feeling about this, or bad feeling.
That's that's like once like combat starts before you have like even your turn, you can move in, but it's like, all right, back to the corners, both of you.
It's it's an actual thing.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah, it's operatives get it. It's like they can move their movements or their movement speed are like 20 feet before combat starts. It's great.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's
But yeah.
movement, yeah.
But yeah, then I'll just switch over to a different music as like Jakru is like raising his hands up and like does the counting in Arabish. Hold on, let me switch. He goes, fighters, ready, begin! Ah! Like the crowd starts going crazy and he rushes over to the outskirts of the ring right around where you guys are. I need both y'all to roll initiative for
Okay. Can I move my speed due to bad feeling?
Yes, you are using it.
I am.
I'll actually hold on. I need to turn order. Let me put you on the board.
This is a huge map. Okay.
Yeah, and we'll say for the sake of ease, you and Raziel will be acting on the same initiative if you wish to tag them in. Let me just roll for this creature. So you got a 14, not to a shabay.
Ugh. Black. That's gross.
No, but we add them, right?
Oh, to the wait, what?
No, we don't. We don't.
Oh.
Yeah, let me find this thing again. I literally just fucking had it. There we go. Let me roll this thing's initiative. 23. Yeah, this thing's going first.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you use your bad feeling and you get over there.
Okay.
All right.
I can only move 30, right?
Yes, you can only move
So-
30.
Are the squares 5?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So now, Rusan's like making her way over, and she can only get about that far, and she is not going to dash. But yeah, that is her move. Soren, it is now your turn. What are you doing as this Goliath of a Wookiee is coming at you? Like, first with, like, the daggers, like, placed, like, you know, at, like, where the wrist is, like, going downwards. And then, like, in the moment as you're, like, approaching, she swatches over to a more, where the blade is, like, facing up and about to stab. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm going to close the gap with just my regular movement. Get right up on in there, and try and take a swipe and disarm.
Can you disarm attack like with a melee thing?
Oh no, I can't. I'm just that's what I'm aiming for, but I'm still
Okay.
just gonna yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll.
I don't have vibro dagger in my attacks.
Yeah, it's basically just for your sheet. I can actually input it real quick.
Oh sweet, cool.
Let me do that. So it's for you. It's just a. Yeah, it's just a deck space. It's vibro dagger. It can be thrown if you need to. It's just 1d4 kinetic. And yeah, I believe that's it. Yeah, so just, you're limited to using that. They didn't specify force power, so if you want to get jiggy with it and try something else, you can, but up to you.
Yeah, no, just vibro dagger. Right up in there.
Ooh, alright. 21 to hit. That does strike true. Dealing...
And I will go ahead and use a force empowered strike here.
Okay. Not bad. And that's for first level?
Yeah, that's first level.
Alright, so then that's 2 force points for that.
Yes.
So a total of 14 damage on the first strike. Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me... Just marking down. Okay. So, you go in and you strike, and then, you see, Rusan sort of, you get a good snick across the arm, but it felt like it's almost with, the force of, a shot, actually, where it's, it, actually, deals a bit, where, even you can feel, the rush of energy, as you're striking through with that attack. But Rusan is not shaken at all, and, grits her teeth. Oh, and you do something else?
Okay, then as a bonus action, I am going to activate my Way of the Hawk Bat, and lets me cast Force Jump as a bonus action for the next minute, if I so choose.
Ooh. And
so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and use that to leap back 30 feet.
Can she still get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, she can.
Okay. So you move back 30 feet, you're about that square, and in that moment she takes a one-hand swipe at your as you leap across. So let me roll to hit here. Fuck! That's a damn it, yeah, it's it all happens so fast as you strike her across the arm and you see her about to make this huge lunging swipe at you. You're just sort of nope, and then so, I don't know if you do you backflip at all?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I backflip. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
this is Soren we're talking about.
Right, you backflip and land on your 2 feet, and the crowd's going ooh, and you're seeing the Wookiee blood dropping on the floor before her, and she's just and beats her chest, and yeah.
I'll use the rest of my movement to move another 15 feet back into my corner.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay. Okay, so now it is Rusan's turn. Yeah, fuck it. She is going to dash in and try to use her She's gonna hold her action for something. She goes up to you.
Jeez, that's so fast.
I mean, that's she action... No. Yeah, we'll say, yeah, she action dash and she's, doing what she can to, keep you off in the corner. But, yeah. Yeah, she's just sort of, trying to, very imposingly, keep you there, just... And, yeah, you guys are right up in there, and, yeah, she's, big and pissed.
Oh, okay.
Facing up against a giant gorilla.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay.
But, yeah, that's her turn.
That's her turn?
That's her turn.
Do I want to no, I want to take advantage of this Way of the Hawk Bat thing. Okay, and I will bonus action 30 feet behind.
Mm-hmm.
That's still attack of opportunity. 1, 2,
All right.
3, 4, 5, 6. It's around there, I guess.
30 feet behind. That is an attack of opportunity. 25 to hit.
Oof.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. So with the vibro dagger, she deals
60 damage.
8 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Am I wrong? Oh no, that was an 18. So she crit technically. So that's another.
Wait, what? I just see an 8 here.
Yeah. Yeah, she, it says, as part of a Wookiee, she crits on an 18 to 20, so I forgot to add those dice.
Oh.
So that's a total of 12 damage on that strike.
Ooh, 12
Ouch.
damage. All right.
Feral.
I'll
Oh,
take it.
oh my
I'll take
god,
it.
I'm wrong. It's when the Wookiee scores a crit. Okay, yeah, when she scores a crit, it rolls the damage dice 3 times instead of twice. So,
So is it actually
jeez.
60 damage?
it's actually,
six.
64, yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, so that's a
Okay.
total of like,
I got it.
Yeah, looking at a total of 20 damage as
Big
like
shank.
yeah, as you're jumping through, she just sort of like nixes your Achilles heel as like you're going through the air and just and like the blood like goes across the arena as you're like jumping in that direction.
The worst kind of cut.
Ugh.
I
That
like
is
it.
that is nasty. A heel injury is nasty.
Yeah.
I'm like cringing at that.
And she's doing these like low growls trying to see what you do next.
Okay. So that, I guess, bonus action. I'm gonna use my movement. Ow.
Just holding your fucking heel.
Yeah, to get this far, and then you know what? Actually, hold on. I just need to get more than 30 feet away. So, so there. Is that more than 30 feet? Checking. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thrown weapons count as ranged attacks, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to throw my vibro dagger, at this Wookiee, and allowing myself place shot, which no, not place shot. Is it assume the position? Assume the position.
And
Yeah,
it gets you
so-
advantage?
It doesn't give me advantage, but it lets me roll sneak attack damage if I'm greater than 30 feet away, if I hit.
Got it. So, right. I believe, yeah, and she's above 20 feet, so this does give you disadvantage, I believe.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to risk it for that biscuit, boy.
I don't want to risk it for that biscuit.
Okay.
Instead, if that's okay with you, I want to cast Phase Strike on myself.
And what's that do?
Here, let me just click on that really quick. There you go.
Okay, one bonus action till the power ends. Your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. All right, and once before the power ends, you can give yourself. The attack deals 1d8 force damage to hit whether you hit or miss. Your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of your turn. Okay, interesting. All right, and that's your turn.
Yes.
Oh wait, because you already used your bonus action to cast the hawkback thing, right? Or
Oh no. Oh yeah. I use my bonus action to use the Hawkbat force jump. Balls.
next time.
Next time. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna. This turn was a wash. I'm just gonna use it to have created distance.
All right, cool. But yeah, so now with that, it is Rusan's turn. And she's just sort of like slowly walking in. And like, yeah, she's not even like moving directly towards you. She's just trying to like goad you into an attack. It's like coming to her. And like is like using like the knife is sort of like a come on, just come over here, to like motioning it like that at you. And like the crowd is like going wild.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm fully goaded. I will now I will use phase strike and
Mm-hmm.
rush in for a couple a swipe of the vibro dagger.
All right, roll that attack. 14 misses, unfortunately.
It's but phase strike gives me.
Oh, that's right. Okay, is it once? Okay, so it's only for one attack.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's that one attack.
Got it. Okay, so yes, it does give you advantage. So you also get your sneak attack on top of this because it hits. All right, 14, very, very good.
And then plus the D8 from phase strike.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's respectable.
Yeah, and I'm getting the fuck out of there. I will use my movement. How far can I go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get to tagging Raziel?
Within 30 feet. Hold on, let me. Yeah, just barely. Yeah.
Just barely. Okay, then that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so that's. Let me just mark off the damage. So it was a total of. All right. All right. So yeah, it was a total of that amount of damage. Very nice hit. Like you're, like in like that moment of like the crowd is almost like lulled to a silence as like, Rusan is just goading you into attacking, and then, yeah, she just like as like you sort of like it's almost like a sucker punch with the knife across her face as you just and then like as like she attempts to strike you, but by the time like she composes herself, you're already tagging in Raziel. All right, and we'll say yeah. Anything like you say to Raziel as you tag him in?
Yeah. It's your turn. Careful, watch your heels.
Noted. Good to know.
All right. And that was on your turn. So we'll say, as Raziel comes in, it is Rusan's turn.
Lovely.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not realize that was how this worked.
But yeah, so
Raziel just rolls his eyes.
Yeah, so Rusan is going to just sort of rush on in, boom, 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 and like try to like attempt to like tackle you towards like wall, or she's gonna give you a nice little flurry of attacks. So,
oh boy.
Yeah. So first attack, she's got
Oh, my motherfucker! What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
That's really hits.
Yeah. So that's about this might hurt.
No shit.
Yeah. So with that she deals 19 damage, and like she like tackles you to that one little pillar right there behind you, and like gets you right in the gut, just and like. And then she's got one more attack in her, and that completely misses. As it's like, as she pulls back the knife and goes to stab you, like, cause like, gives you a cut across the chest again, but you like, with the force, you just like, hold it just a little moment and like, push that attack off. But yeah, that was her first attack. Raziel, it's your go. What are you doing?
Okay, well, first off, we're just using the vibro daggers.
Yeah.
I put the stats in my sheet. If you want to take a look just to make sure that's accurate.
Oh, sure. Let me do that. Where is it?
It's so like at the very bottom of my attacks and power casting stuff.
Ah, okay. So, yeah, so Dex, yeah, your Dex is that, so, yeah, that works.
Alright, sweet.
Cool. And you do know you have the bonus action, the thing where you can mark, hold on. Where is it? It's like yeah, it's your bonus action, like you can mark someone as a target, I think, and gain advantage on them. I don't know if...
Let me look. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Mark my toe.
It's not Guardian Aura. Which one is it? Yeah, it's in your bio thing. Let me. Could have sworn it was here.
Okay, my bio button.
Oh no, like the one that's on like your core sheet. So like leave it on that. I'm looking for it.
Okay.
Or Force Empowered Strike. Could have sworn it was. Okay, so. Wait, hold on. Let me see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I could be wrong and just remember. Massive con save no. All right. Yeah, for now let's not worry about that for right now. But yeah, it's your turn. What are you doing? As like she just fucking like just stabbed into your like lower abdomen area, and like you managed to just shove off the second attack.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go for the vibro attacker attacks. Just taking that hit.
All right. Okay.
You haven't seen what I can do.
All right. First attack. Roll it.
All right. And yeah.
10 misses, but you still have your second attack if you would like
to. I do, yes. I'm gonna try that again. Come on.
19, yes, that hits.
Yes!
And I believe, you do crit on 19s as well now. So
I do, yes!
Right.
Boy.
Yeah, would you like to force empower this strike as well?
Oh, yes.
Alright, so just roll me one more d4 for this attack.
Okay.
Yeah, for the actual dagger damage.
All right. Oh, just
a typical d4.
Yeah, just typical d4.
Alright.
3. So 8 kinetic damage, and how much are you spending force points wise for your force empowered strike?
Let's say second level.
All right, second level, 3 points, I believe. Cause first level is 2d10, right, Soren?
For force empowered?
Yeah, force empowered strikes.
2d8.
Yeah, 2d8 for first level. So for second, it's 3, but with the crit, it's 6d8. So
yes, just
roll that for me, if you will. Tati.
It's so good.
Oh boy. Okay, so what else do I have to roll?
Just 6d8 with the dice roller.
Oh, 6d8. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. This might do it. I don't know, but as long as you pack in like
60.
good enough hits to it.
68.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, fucking 42 damage on one attack. Good lord.
Good lordy.
Or no wait, yeah, it's 38 damage on that attack. Let me do some math
That's still
here.
a lot.
Yeah, so let me do that. Yeah, so that leaves Rusan at that amount of hit points. Are you using your bonus action or movement at all for anything, or nah?
Let me see.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my bonus action to also use Phase Strike.
Hmm.
And do you want me to just put it in the chat or?
Yeah, just put it again. And that's like a bonus action attack? Is that how it's supposed to work? Or is it more...
No, so Phase Strike is basically enhances your attack for 1 turn. But I believe...
Yeah, you
for
still get
1
the...
minute-
You don't get opportunity attacks.
Yeah,
for
it's
1
until
minute, yeah.
yeah, until the power ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Of 2 minutes.
Let me just see that.
Alright,
Until the end of that turn. Yeah, so you also... Yeah, so... And you're just moving out your movement speed? Just...
yeah, I'm just... 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Alright. Hold on. For that far... Oh, shit. Let me pull up the ruler. Yeah, you can go... Okay, so yeah, just about that far.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, but yeah, that was your bonus action, and that's about, you know... Alright.
That's all I can do.
Right, and yeah, Rusan, like, tries to, like, bear hug you towards the post after that attack, and you manage to just, like, sort of go in between her legs as she's, like, and making that, and, like, just misses, and then she sees you behind her with, like, the vibro knife out, and then she, like, roars and goes in for a charge. As it's her turn, she gon' try to hit you twice. Let's see how she do. Let's see. Alright, 10
Nope.
misses.
Another crit! Are you serious?
What the fucking shit? I'm actually really impressed. If she's like, critty like 2 times like separately, but still, it's pretty good.
This goddamn Mr. X up in here.
Yeah, just like
This is upsetting.
yeah,
It's okay. I'm still good on. I'm still okay
yeah. So first, like she.
for now. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, like, so at the first strike, like, as, like, she attempts to, like, hit you, you manage to, like, you never had your hands with a vibro dagger before, so you sort of awkwardly block the first attack, but then she goes in for a second strike across, like, your, like, wrists, like, your form isn't perfect with a vibro dagger, and she deals 18 damage on you.
Right.
Yeah. And, yeah, yeah, she's just going to stay right there in an attempt to, you know, block you from tagging out. So, what you got?
Um.
Ooh,
I'm
I need you to
gonna-
roll a con save for a Phase Strike, because it is concentration.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so can't save.
Yeah, you're fine.
Sweet.
All right.
All right. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go for another couple of attacks.
All right. First attack. And, like, the crowd is going wild at this point. Oosh. All right. 25. Yes, that hits. Yeah, that does hit.
Cool.
Force empowering strike or nah?
Yes.
All right. What level?
Hang on 1 sec.
Let's do 3rd level.
Oh, that's right. You just access those slots, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Holy shit. So that's 4 points, and I believe that is just I think that's 4d8. Could be wrong. I'm trying to get my maths right on this.
For the 3rd level.
Yeah, it's like 1 more than the actual. Yeah, it's 1 more amount of d8s than the power of the thing. So yeah, it's so just mark 4 points spent and roll that 4d8 then.
Yeah, I just marked those out.
All right.
Off, and 4d8.
17. Does not enough to bring her down, but she is like pretty like decently hurt. As like you sort of describe like how like you get her in with this attack.
Like as she's trying to block me from tagging out, I'm like crouching down, and I just go for a lunge, left, right, and I just keep on the onslaught to try to like overwhelm her.
All right, and yeah, you notice Soren like as like Raziel is doing this and like actually like gets the attack in on her. It feels even more powerful than the force empowered strike you did. So yeah, so like you even like feel it a bit more, and like you see like Rusan like almost stumble a little bit after that attack. Just and like lays out this roar. And are you moving anywhere, Raz? Or you're staying right there?
Wait, I do have another attack.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. So.
Yep. I'm same as the first.
19 hits.
And is that a crit?
No,
yeah.
it's to roll 19, I believe.
I see.
Okay. Yeah. This one I'm just gonna do a regular. No force empowered strikes.
Got it. Yeah, she's still standing after that. And now, right, and that's your turn?
Let's see, movement. How is Soren looking?
Soren? Like in the stands?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Make an insight.
Like, is he really hurt, or is he like?
Yeah, like what's your HP looking at, like Soren?
You know, if I was to put a number to it on a scale of 1 to 57, it's about 37.
Okay. So you're a bit banged up. I do have that, so I'm going to use my movement to take a few steps back.
Just okay. Just take like, are you stepping like away from her or more towards Soren?
Oh, just away from her.
Okay, what direction? Just like pull off with a token?
Just like
okay.
Here.
That is an attack of opportunity.
Wait, really? I thought I still had Phase Strike.
Phase Strike is still active.
Oh, yeah,
it's
you're right.
Up to a minute, yeah.
Got it. And let me see. Yeah, you can go back a wee bit further if you just
like here?
Yeah.
Or nah. Okay.
Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me just find the right track. Oh yeah, I believe because of Phase Strike and you hit with one of your attacks, your speed is also 30, or like it's added up to 60. I believe that's how the word
is.
Yeah, for the turn that you activate it, your speed
Oh,
increases by 30.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh shoot, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So if you want to move like any further, like into the corners of the ring, or, like you have that option if you wish.
I'm gonna go here then.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, Rusan is going to, and that's your turn?
That's my turn.
All right. Rusan is going to use her movement to get about here. Yeah, she's gonna get right there, and she's going to just like sort of stand still and take the dodge action.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So she's like goading you to come into her space again. Or like, yeah, you just see her taking a stance, and yeah, she's just waiting for you to come close.
All right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she is like very much. You could tell she is a little bit shaky, but you know for a fact she can hit hard if the thing demands it. And she is actually going to like two-hand her knife for this, for whichever she's got going on. So that's her turn, and what she got?
Well, using my movement to close the gap.
All right. She prepped her action to attack as soon as you got in her range. So she is going to set that off.
Wait, don't. Yeah, don't. Hang on. I think.
Yeah, it's not attack of opportunity. It was more she just had her reaction set like, if he comes in, I'm going to attack. But she missed. So, what you got?
Yeah.
What's your go?
More, I'm gonna try to do more vibro dagger attacks.
All right.
See if they hit.
Roll your attacks. 24 hits.
Hey.
Regular attack, or are you going special with it, or striking?
I will do first level force empowered strike.
All right, 2d8 and 2 points, please.
All right. 2d8.
All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Have that marked off.
Then
one more attack. 21. How do you want to take her down?
All right. Non-lethal blows, but
Yeah.
Like, I just run up to her, trying to get an attack in while she's dodging. Just kind of attacking her shoulders, and then do just kind of one blow after another to slow her down. I flip over her, and I do one hard attack against her back, knocking her down.
All right. We'll say, like, as like you do like this amazing backflip, and like the people are like sort of like oohing and awing, and Jakru is like even like biting his nails like at like the side of it all. You sort of like take the butt end of your dagger and throw it like right at the base of her spine, and then she just sort of like and falls over unconscious. And like the crowd is like first like dead silent, and then they're like, yeah, like they're grabbing and shaking each other. I don't know, like Jinkles I suck. Shir'iven, RC, Soren, are you like doing anything like in like response to all this?
Shir'iven's cheering.
Yes. Soren is absolutely clapping.
Golf clap? Is it more of a golf?
No, this is it's 100% enthusiastic clap.
Okay. And RC? Chase, you there?
Hello?
Chase?
Case?
Oh, all right. I could have sworn I was talking, but then I forgot to press the button on that. So oopsies.
You're good.
Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, what were you doing as Razi was making the final blow on this giant of a Wookiee?
Oh, obviously, just sort of like just a fist raise to the ear, just sort of like just like a fuck yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and as yeah, go ahead.
I mean, not like that exclusive, like not like that, just sort of like vulgar, not that, just sort of like outwardly, just like fuck yeah, but just sort of like that's what I'm fucking talking about.
Nice.
Same motion that he did when he went off against Anakin as well.
Nice.
Hey.
But yeah. So like in the midst of that, like all like the troopers are like, getting their collection from the pot. So for Shir'iven and RC, you guys get back in return of the stuff you put in the pot. Yeah. So RC, you get we'll say 2 energy cells. We'll make it a nice even 3, so it puts you up to 10.
Groovy.
And along with that, you get your vibro dagger back, along with an extra one if you need it, and we'll say you get that. And for Shir'iven, you get yourself we'll give you back 150 credits for you.
Yo, let's go.
Nice.
Hey, nice.
Good investment. Good investment.
Yeah. Yeah, and as like the fight and like you guys are like all collecting yourselves, and like Jack Crew is like coming across in the ring, goes like, "Very nicely done, little horned one. You really put on a good show. I'm surprised why you decided to sign up for fighting when you could have been a killer in the circus or pit fights like this."
I think it suits me fine, but good match.
Yeah, and like Rusan, like in that moment, stands up and like sort of like goes like, and like takes off this necklace she's wearing, and like presents it towards you, and you can see it's like got like a Wookiee carved head on it. Yeah, it's like it's not like a Wookiee skull. It's just like an actual head of like and like the furs, like you can see like the sides of the head like have like the braidings on it. Yeah, and like she's just presenting it to you, and Jakku goes like, "Son, are you sure you wish to give such a personal thing away?" And Rusan goes, and Jakku goes on like, "She says that you've proven yourself worthy of acknowledgement from a Wookiee warrior for her rank, and not many of her own kind have impressed her in the rings in the past, but you certainly exceeded her expectations, so this is an offering of respect from her to you, it seems."
I look at the necklace in my hand, and then I look at Rusan. I'm honored. Are you sure you want me to have this?
She nods and like gives the sass factory like
If you insist, I'll guard it well.
Mm-hmm. Right. And
Is there a crowd? Is there someone who's not Shir'iven or Aussie near me?
yeah, there are like other just like casual like soldiers nearby, like humanoid, droid, various races mixed in.
Is one close enough that I can lean over and whisper to them?
Sure.
It was impressive, but I'm the one that loosened it up.
Oh my god!
What the fuck? That is, the salt from that. Oh, I love it. Let me actually see if
Freaking.
Do I need to roll some charisma already?
make a deception check, or I'll say make a persuasion roll for. This is just like a casual soldier who's like.
I just soften the buff for you. Oh my god!
29. Yeah, you're just like.
Wow.
He like whispers over to you, be like,
Wow.
"Wow, really? I mean, that's very impressive. I mean, he looked like he did a lot, but if you're softening up, like, really did that much to Rusan, I mean...
Oh yes, no. The
Oh,
necklace deserved
my
to go to
God.
Oh,
Raziel.
you little wow.
Yeah. Shir'iven, you're right there if you want to respond to it.
I'm going to smack him in the arm like no.
Just like a smack and like a disappointing nod. Just like...
Like it's not a disappointed nod. It's like the mother's disapproval nod. It really dishonors you.
Nice. He's like, hold on, let me just see. Yeah, hold on, let me just double check what your aura already does. Charmed, frightened. Okay. Yeah, you don't know what the amulet does yet. For right now, it just feels just like a genuine like token of appreciation from Rusan.
All right.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I'll just.
And like you put it like on your neck, or
Yeah, actually, I would put it over my neck.
okay, and like as you do that, Rusan goes in for a big bear hug and like lifts you up, just pat pat.
How tight is the bear hug?
It's a Wookiee.
It's
Like, would I be able to move my arms, or am I just like, it's a big, strong hug that I'm just being crushed under?
Yeah, she has like a 19 strength, so that's a pretty strong hug.
Okay. Yeah, good fight. Let me go.
She's still holding you.
Someone tell her to put me down.
Am I seeing this?
Yeah. You're
Do I
seeing
get
it.
to necklace?
All right. I'm gonna go up to the Wookiee and just I'm just gonna pat her lightly on the back.
Darling, you're crushing him.
And like sets him down, and then she goes to hug you.
Okay, I can probably take it a little more though. Because like my, hold on, what is my strength? It's a +2. I mean that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll hug it back. It's that confused like little. Okay. Okay. I'm patting her back lightly.
God. Yeah, so she gives a hug, puts you back down, and yeah. Jakrula goes on like, very impressive show from you and Soren. I must say I've never really seen agents
Thank
like
you.
yourselves move about with such grace and speed, and Rusan is a very tough one to beat, especially for, a typical, for the typical soldier, they don't last typically, like a few minutes in there. She's quite the tough one to knock down a peg, if you catch my drift.
She is strong, but wouldn't say I'm a normal fighter, but it was an honor, regardless.
Right. And then, yeah, Rusan, like, goes off into her corners, and then Jakru goes like, well, you are now officially agents of the Republic, Soren, Raziel. It is an honor to allow you to formally welcome you to the non-clone Grand Army of the Republic. You can continue to serve with this Jedi General as you wish, or you can take about assignments from us, or the Chancellor, whoever wants you specifically out on the job.
Thank you, sir. I'll do my best. And I actually give him a salute.
Huh. And, like, he's like a bit flustered by it, and then he like salutes back. He goes, "Well, the barracks is yours if you wish to join the rest of us in the mess hall. I hope you'll enjoy your time here." And yeah, he goes off into the night and like heads towards like the other tent, like that's at the center of all the ones from the left where you walk in. This giant tent that like has like Arabic saying mess hall and all that. There we go. But yeah, anything you guys are doing while you have a moment alone in the area here?
You said it's a mess hall? Or-
Yeah, the mess hall
are we-
is like the mess hall is like the mess hall's just a little ways away from where you are. If you want to go there, or you have some time, like, you know, relatively alone within the barracks here.
Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. In like this in this arena area. But yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to Soren real
Mhm.
quick.
Sweet. Hello.
How's your leg?
Oh, it's fine. They sprayed some this foaming Bacta juice on it. So it should be fine. It's good. Painful, but you know, live in the future.
Well, good. You're pretty acrobatic.
Yes, you know, when you are fragile like myself, you need to know how to avoid confrontation at all costs, and sometimes that does involve running and leaping around and such. You were the impressive one with the prowess. And, you know, even knowing that was not your weapon of choice, made the best of it.
Just well, I have some training, so I just applied that. Combat.
This is the training on the mole, correct?
He grimaces at that, but looks back up. Yes. Yeah, it was.
I will extend a hand out to Raziel. To future endeavors, fighting together.
To future endeavors. And I shake his hand.
And as shaking, Soren will lean in and whisper into Raziel. But don't forget, don't think I don't recognize you. From the Cheon homeworld. Cheon homeworld. And he will let go, kind of hold the stare for a little bit, and then go back into a smile.
Raziel just looks up, wide-eyed, almost like he's kind of in shock, but doesn't say much. He's just staring at, Soren. Though.
Oh, go ahead.
Though. What?
Oh, yes, no, from Cheon, the Chiss homeworld, where I'm from. Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll be able to go visit sometime. Let's go check out this mess hall.
Right.
Yeah. I'll say, like, in the midst of that conversation, Shir'iven and RC, you are, like, given a, like, you're both, like, reached out by, like, your comms, and for Shir'iven, you guys both pull yours out, right? I assume?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So for RC, you pull out your comms, and it is, as you pull out like who's on the other end, you see it's a green clone commander. You're not familiar with this coloring or like who this particular clone is, but you can tell they are of a commander rank.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And Shir'iven, you pull out yours, and you can tell it is a very famous knight, Jedi Knight. It is not. Hold on, I'm blanking on the name. Let me.
No worries.
Yeah. It is. Alea Sakura.
Oh!
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then
boy.
she like comes up in the comments and goes like, Master Shir'iven, or shall I say General now, it is good to have you back into the Order. It has been far too long since we have communicated.
Master Sakura, it's been a long time.
It's been too long. A lot has changed since we've last been in contact, but my Commander Bly and myself have a special mission for you, appointed by the Council. It is of the utmost importance. We would like you to handle this particular front. Bly, if you would be so kind as to fill the Commando and Shir'iven in. He goes, of course, madam. And he like pulls off, he like steps forward a bit. Goes, Trooper, we know that you commando units are specialized in going behind enemy lines and maintaining a low profile. And we have received a bit of a ghost signal from, or lack thereof of a signal from, one of our vendors approaching the Rylos system. And we need you and General Shir'iven and whoever else she so requires to investigate what is going on with that veteran that has yet to respond, as it's carrying loads of troopers, supplies, and much needed support for the inevitable assault on that planet. Do you think you're up to the task?
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't for it, sir.
Good. And General, if Shir'iven, I don't know what you prefer to go by, but if you do need you will most likely need a liaison for the extra support. I don't know if you request a squad as well, but we would prefer that this be kept with minimal forces if possible, as we don't know if they could have been ambushed or what exactly is the fate of that ship.
I understand completely.
So,
I will need just a moment of time, if that would be, to think over who I would bring with me, if that is okay.
of course, General. We would at least deploy in the coming days, but in that time you can rest up and think on your liaison in order to at least oversee the 99th Battalion.
Of course.
Good. And then, Bly salutes you, RC, as he signs off in the transmission. He goes like, "Do us proud, soldier."
Sir.
Alright, and as he goes off, yeah, he salutes as his transmission ceases, and Alea goes, "If all goes well with your mission, I hope we get to cross paths once we touch down on Rylos."
I hope so too, Master Sakura.
Good. You stay safe, and may the Force be with you. And she signs off.
I'm freaking. I'm actually shaking right now.
Oh god, let's go!
Yeah.
Boy.
And yeah, we'll cut to right at the mess hall, everyone's eating together. If anyone wants to get anything yeah, like there's like typical rations here, like the little fruit bars, some Jawa juice, like regular drinks and refreshments if anyone wants anything, or anyone wants to like investigate or like take a look around like of the other troopers here, or
Just real quick question. What was the name of the not appointed, but like the recommended trooper from Max? I completely forgot the name.
oh,
Figure.
yeah, it was Commander Tharda. I'll like type her name in here.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Is Tharda here, or do we have to send for her?
You would have to put out a request, and you would like let CC know, and then with time she would be flown over to Coruscant, and then at your side by then.
Yep.
So let me just put in her name, Commander Tharda. But yeah, you also you have the choices between the captains that CC had, Bruiser, Sora, and Patch. If you would like to use one of them as well.
Am I able to like look at anything on them?
Yeah, you could pull up like their records and like see their specialties, and like not like their full on sheets, like also because I haven't.
Okay. Well,
finished those yet.
yeah, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. So let me just write this down. Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up all of their sheets, and not their sheets, their to see their specialties and stuff, just so I can. Yeah. So I'm ready when you are. So.
Oh, but yeah. So for Bruiser in particular, you know he is of he specializes with like his rotary gun. Like he is like literally like. Yeah, pretty much just specializes in, excessive force, for lack of a better word. And, like, he's, like, good at, like, dishing out, like, a lot of, like, he's, like, a pretty, like, tough nut to crack. Like, mentally, too, because he's, like, very, he's, like, trained to, like, resist, like, interrogation tactics. For Sora, you know that she specializes in, like, mobility with, her jetpack and all that, and it's like a higher like crafted one, so she can move exceptionally quick across the battlefield. It's more of like a higher power, so she can lift more people out if she needs to. But yeah, that's her specialty. And Sora's a standard like really good field medic that can like disperse out, back to if anyone needs it out in the field, and like can if he has the things on hand, he can bring people back that are more banged up, but will require more resources too.
So wait, that's Patch or Sora?
That's Patch. He's the medic. Okay. Sora, Sores, Bruiser, Bruises, and Patches. That's how I memorize the nicknames. Yeah, and Tharda, you just know that she is a commander, so you can assume she would function in a very similar method to how CC does, but in terms of her tactics and how like she strategizes and what her combative specialty is, like it's not. Yeah, she is sort of all over the place, and like is not like super great in all fields, but she's at least generally good in like the typical like clone options.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, you've got time to think about it.
I know. I'm just like writing it down just so I can think about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyone else doing anything in the mess hall? Or...
No. Just replenishing nutrients.
I think Raziel would probably just probably also replenishing nutrients, but is barely really touching his food because he's kind of lost in thought.
Hmm. And anything on RC?
Sort of just.
mhm.
RC's kind of just.
Vibing.
Yeah, vibing. Yes, absolutely. But also just a bit to himself. He figures just sort of like everyone's. After that battle, Soren and Raziel are sort of doing their thing, and he's just sort of like going through just like his data pad on like a table of his own, just like making sure just like munitions, checking up on just like credit balance, all that stuff, statistics, usual maintenance on his end. Making sure everything's still there.
Got it. And did you have something, Soren?
Oh, no, I was going to say, as sort of a foil to what Raziel's doing, Soren is trying to engage in conversation with as many people as possible, sort of asking what the army's like, what the...
Jeez.
Yeah.
You know, what you can find in, you know how most military bases have their own, commissary? Yeah, so...
Yeah.
That's all the stuff you can find.
Are you trying to make everyone think you soften them up from the fight, or are you just like generally getting information from people and all that, and like what their life is like?
I would be doing that, the first bit, but also like pointing at Raziel and like, oh no, Raziel's the one who did most of the fighting. That he's also got this sweet necklace from the Wookiee. I forgot the name already. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, Rusan.
Rusan from Rusan. Yeah, epic battle.
And yeah, they're all like sort of like generally like they're like hearing your stories and they're vibing along with it. And yeah, they seem to, they kind of roll their eyes a little bit. Some of them do at the other earlier mentions, but they do they seem like interested and like they don't get many chiss around. But I will say the sniper that was pointing out to you earlier is sort of eyeing you a bit. You notice from like one of the far corners, he's just sort of like fork and knifing some like rations, and you just catch him like giving you a bit of a glare.
I will nod in his direction.
Like Minchu, he nods back.
I've made a friend.
But yeah. So as like the night closes, everyone gets on their gear for the evening and at least like starts fitting it. Like the armor feels great on you, Shir'iven. It takes some getting used to, as like it feels a bit more like it's kind of it feels like, because you were wearing like the typically phase 1 armor, so mobility was a bit of an issue for you, but now like with this it feels like more like freeing, oddly enough, even though it is mostly just metal plating around, and it just sort of shifts kind of like the suits in Wolfenstein.
Ooh.
Yeah, like it has like the little metallic, like each little muscle or joint area has like those delicate bendy bits as
I'd love to see that.
as you flex around and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, everyone gets a nice long rest without a hitch, and I believe we can end the campaign on there, or end tonight's session.
Campaign over.
Campaign over. Wow.
The
Okay.
end.
Wow, it's been a while, folks.
Yay, this is fun. Also, I just realized, can I retcon something? I said Cheyenne, the homeworld is Scylla.
Scylla. Yeah, that's fine.
Cheyenne's the language. I'm so dumb.
It's all good. It's so niche. I would have made that mistake without much. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we'll just thanks everyone for coming by. Next week hopefully we'll be back on a regular schedule. I'm packed with shifts, but we should be able to make it work. But yeah, we'll go around the table one time, and everybody just plug where people can find you and shit. So yeah, starting off with bottom of the board, we got RC.
Oh, that's me. Hello, fellow. How do you do, fellow kids? You can follow me on Twitter at Chase the VA for more voice shenanigans of the sorts. As a side note, we're like I think 190 plus away from 2,000 subscribers. I mean, followers on Twitter. If we personal goal, I'm gonna try to get through that before the end of the year. And yeah, that's it for me.
Nice.
Happy to be back here again.
Yeah. And next up, we got Shir'iven. God, I'm gonna keep making that mistake forever.
It's fine. But yes, you can follow me at Love Jinkles. I am literally 20 away from 6K followers on Twitter.
Whoa.
Please. I want to get there. I want to get there before, like, probably a couple weeks from now. Whatever. Just follow me there for voice acting shenanigans and where I can just scream about Ewan McGregor. Okay? Okay.
It's solid.
All right, and next up we got Tatianna as Raziel.
Yo, what he said. I've been playing Raziel. You can follow me on Twitter at Tatianna_VA for voice acting, project stuff, and other random shenanigans. So, yeah. Good times tonight.
Nice. And last of the players, we have Soren, aka Chris.
Hello. Hi, my name is Christian. You can find me on Twitter at @Chris, where I, nerd out and geek about everything. Also, really close to a new milestone. I'm only 24 followers away from 200. So,
yeah, get his number up, folks.
We all start somewhere.
Yeah, he's
no. I'm 100. I'm trying to stay humble and everything. This is way more than I had originally thought I'd get starting out. But yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry. I also gotta plug the shows that I'm in. Frick. Saturdays at 5:30 Pacific. I'm on Open for Adventures channel where we play Numenera. It's this like fantasy sci-fi blend campaign setting from Monty Cook Games. On Sundays at 1, I am playing same channel D&D 5e stream where it's set in a homebrew world, and I'm about to be starring in season 2 of Roads Uncharted, a podcast where an actual play podcast, the only one that uses Fantasy Flight Games Genesis system. I'm really excited. We recorded a bunch of sessions the past couple weeks, and it's been a lot of fun. Sorry, those are 3 things that I'm plugging. So.
Gotcha.
Nice. And if we're going by Twitter milestones, I am about 35 followers away from 600. So there's that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead and follow these lovely people. They deserve all the love in the world.
I think I'm following everyone.
Yeah.
Are you? I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Please do. I need the clout to feel whole again.
I'm already following you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm Kevin the DM. You can find me at Couto VA. I'm waiting for the clearing on some gigs to announce, but yeah, hopefully we should be back to a regular schedule Wednesday nights, 8 or 9 Eastern, 5 or 6 Pacific. It's typically one of those two we have. But yeah, we had an 8.
And
yeah.
Oh, sorry. And once more for the soon to be reunited, you can follow CC's actor Max Dudek over at Max Dudek VO. That is MAKSDUDEK VO at twitter.com, and he is 5 away from 100 followers.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, and all this information will be available in the description below where you can check us out and thus where else we'll be. So yeah, just be sure to stay tuned. remember to stay safe, wash your hands, wear masks. We love you, and as always,